Okay, yep. Yeah, you can see what I'm doing. 9 circles. Call me crazy. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting a bit more consistent at 9 circles. If you don't know, yeah, I beat Deadlocked, and this is going to be my next demon. Call me crazy. I don't care. This is going to be my next demon. No matter what you say, it's not going to stop me. I know that this thing's difficulty is like carried by the wave. Yeah, this thing, I'm glad it's early in the level, because if it was not, oh my, it would be such a big choke point. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing that, but I got a stream going on in the background. I'm watching, and it's a real life sin. CYN, Boing, boing, boing. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, new best. Time to see what I can do on Bloodbath now. Okay, got 1%. Got basically nearly 2%. Nearly got 2% on this level. If you don't know, I'm actually going to be crazy and doing this as after 9 circles. Call me crazy, I don't care. I know I am. I know I'm crazy. No, I'm just crazy. Deadlocked to 9 circles. To Bloodbath. The thinking space dude, just kidding. Like I would do that. Man, I don't really care about how many objects TS2 has. Oh my. Oh my. %. Oh no. Okay. Oh. Oh my. 139,000. Oh my. M. There's start position. There's a start position in here. M. I'm pretty sure Zoink's the person who verified it. This thing. Oh my. Room ID 3. It's impossible to dodge that trigger. Oh, so that looks pretty cool. Yes. Okay. And this is the current top one. Oh my, you see this? This is the lag I'm getting. Oh my. This level is just not gonna be. Oh my. Gosh. What game mode am I even supposed to be right now? Yes, deleted. Thank you. Space 2. Okay. So I've gotten 1% on that level. Yeah, I'm not close to beating that level. 9 Circles is one of the most liked levels. And I do have a copy of it. So I don't have to even Yep. Oh, okay. I just done that memory first try. Okay, that's kind of crazy. Yes, 12%. So, I like 9 circles right now. This is going to be a pretty big jump, I can already tell, but I'm already making some actually pretty nice little progress on it. Eventually I'll do the wave, so can I do it? I'm definitely going to use the, like people call it, the fat wave one you get for 4K diamond. And by that, I'm basically halfway there. I just guessed the first time, and I now know that memory part. You know what? Great. Yep, 9 circles. Ooh. Yay! You can tell that this is the wave part carries the difficulty of this level. I'm pretty sure. I'm not saying that other parts are easy. I'm just saying that this part is the most difficult of the level. Yeah, white really stands out here. Guess that's why I picked my icons. Guess that's one of the good things about my icons being completely white. So I can. Yeah, this is supposed to get you better at the wave. True. Okay. 42%! Let's go! I'm just crazy, right? Edit the start position. Disable, yes. Is there another one? Ooh. You know what? This start position. Move the over one block. Edit. Disable. Yep. And here's where I want to be practicing. Okay. I know like top players like Zoink can beat this in one attempt because there's Zoink, current top 1 best player. Okay. Okay. Double speed. Guess I just got so used to double speed that it feels like doesn't really even feel like it's double speeding. This is honestly not that fast for me. Yeah, at one point I would have definitely said this was impossible for me, but now I'm doing it. The whole recording thing, move up there so I can actually see what I'm doing. I saw Zoink like beat this thing in one attempt, which is honestly like, yeah, makes sense. He's the current top 1 best player. If you can't, yeah, that getting this thing in just like in a random one attempt, and that makes sense for someone like Zoink. frontiers. You're good. Yeah, I think I'm getting actually consistent at this part somewhat. Getting more consistent, don't you? Yeah, this is why you need to practice this like harder levels. Like next hardest difficulty, really hard difficult. Like next super hard, like a super hard level, like Nine Circles for me. Yeah, this is like getting a start position copy of the level you're trying to beat is a really, really good idea. Because, like, imagine me having to learn this from zero. That would just be insanely difficult. And it would take so long. But that's why start positions exist. At least Rob Top done one good thing. And why did he think it was a good idea to make Hexagon first have asymmetrical duels? Like, hello? So, like, duel, make it symmetrical or make it two-player. Yeah, I don't really actually want it to be two-player, but, like, hello, make it not asymmetrical in the level that it is literally introduced. Like, let's say in a game, you're introducing a new mechanic, and then do you want to make it like easy at the beginning or impossible at the beginning, so that they would have to find somewhat things someone else made of it to make for you to get good enough to like actually know what you're doing. That's how Hexagon Force is. My Y icons stand out a lot. You know what I'm gonna do to make sure.
Hungry spawning drone, please. Yes. Our city currently has a population of 9. A farmer? I definitely do. Aha. We have 21 now. Next, I gotta.
Yeah, I don't want an ad.
On the expert list once again. And for those of you unaware about the expert list, this is a combination of some of the most difficult custom maps in all of BC6, which are ranked on 5 separate tiers from casual all the way to extreme. Now, in my previous video for the expert list series, I took on a casual expert map, and today we're going to go a tier higher onto a medium expert list map, and specifically through Realism, which looking at this map, you can tell it's very similar to Fugal Zone, but you'll see later when I hop into my run, there are some big differences that make this map a ton harder. But in addition to the map, I'd like to talk some
Let's skip to speed photo, definitely.
on the expert list leaderboard from currently sitting all the way back to 197th place with
Yeah, with hitboxes with damage disabled. This is just auto. Oh. So this is that was the hard part of the level, and then it's memory, which I don't know what you're supposed to do here. Yeah, Zobras.
That's the first question I have on this map, because it looks very interesting, which is why I'm assuming my viewers really want me to play this map. But it appears around 6 to 6 pretty simple path. Okay. So I think to beat round 6, we're going to use a Murmonkey.
Restart.
Maybe Desperado. This is kind of interesting too. I can kind of see Desperado basically on the track, which is weird. Let's say it's round 6. I'd like to, if possible, go for a Murmonkey heavy early game because my plan with this run is to later build a Lord of the Abyss. So if I use a lot of Murmonkeys early, we can build them into Ecosys networks later. Alright, but round 7 takes a different path starting from this location. I'm assuming it's going to end here on the right. And I'm guessing round 8 is going to start here and then follow this path and end over here. Do we defend? I don't. What if I get Ecosys Precision? A little bit of seeking on the Murmonkey projectiles can't make a difference. Okay, yeah, that did defend. Now round 8 takes this path. It looks like I'm defending this round as well. So that means round 9 is probably going to start here and end over here, which is kind of bad for me because the Murmonkey's not going to see anything.
Auto and then
What should I add for this bottom path? What if we got a attack shooter, believe it or not? It's rare you see attack shooter using an early game on these more difficult maps, but in this case, it should help me out a lot for this specific path. Yeah, we're good. Nice. Now what happens in round 10? We'll most likely be on a 5-round cycle here, which means we can expect round 15 to be the next round of the divided path. We defend this, by the way. No, but I think maybe we can. I really wanted to get Sada down soon, because Sada is the hero I decided on today. Let me turn off the placements a little bit for review. After a lot of
Is he 16%?
early game that works, guys. 1 Murmonkey, 1 Dart Monkey, attack shooter, and sniper. This should allow me to get Sada down on this round. Actually, where do I place Sada? That's the question. Can I fit her in this location? I can. Or I can place Sada a little bit farther out. This spot might seem worse, but my plan is to have my Lord of the Abyss somewhere in the center. And I want to have Sada receive an appearance bonus. On top of that, I'm thinking I'm going to get a
This is
around here too. So having Sada narrating both of those is kind of important. By the way, as you may have noticed, I do have mods.
This is
Mods are
difficult.
technically allowed for submissions on the map list and the Toy Blade mod. So the 2 mods I have enabled currently are the Faster Forward mod and the Time Machine mod.
We need that 17%.
One more mod that is technically allowed is like the Auto Nudge mod, but I'm not really going to care too much about nudging towers, most likely inside of this run. I have reached another one of those right lane rounds,
Saved.
and I'm guessing I need more defense, yeah. If I had Sada's Leaping Sword ability,
Yeah,
probably fine
since
this
there
round,
was doing some
but I
shit,
don't.
let's just try to
So
look
how
out
about I just
again.
have 1 more Murmonkey? I'm guessing that would be enough support.
Call me crazy, but this is
So what's my
going
reason for
to
Sada?
be
Because
my
it might seem a
first
little bit weird
extreme
on a map with so many
aka
different
and
tracks.
also my
I don't
sixth
really go Sada very often either.
demon
But
level
my
that
thought
is
process was, first of all, it's not one of the optimal heroes, so
my
that's an extra point,
sixth
which would be really
classic
nice.
demon
But
level.
also, with the fact that heroes
Yeah,
don't
that's what
level
I'm trying
up that
to say.
fast on these custom maps, I feel like Sada might have a little bit of a better argument, because Sada is a more early game focused hero anyways, which will help the early and mid game for me substantially, even if she's not leveling up that quickly.
Ugh. Why can't I even get to 1%? Why can't I even get past that? The speed portal. Why am I not getting past the speed portal?
I mean, I could try it.
It's pretty easy. This thing is pretty easy at the beginning. The first little bit.
First. Okay, that defended. And then round 19 is one of these rounds. I think we need to use the Leaping Sword ability. That's fine. Now, there we go. Round 20 is one of them that hits every single lane, but we're good against that too. I might be able to agree for a super early discount village, which would be fantastic here, guys.
This is just an insanely tough level, I don't know why.
Well, technically, this round I can actually get the discounts, and I think I can afford a Murmonkey mid-round too. So let's try adding that. Okay, that's enough defense, and it's been pretty smooth sailing so far. Round 27 might be a difficult one just due to the density.
Hey, Bloodbath is tough.
Wait, no, I think we're good actually. Sonic cleans this up.
And circles.
Oh, and then lead balloons. I can use the Leaping Sword against lead though. Actually, I'm not sure if I can because the next round's going to be on this lane, and I probably need to save a Leaping Sword for round 29 if I want to finish round without getting too much defense. So let's go back to 28, get a full metal jacket,
Oh my.
and then we'll save our Leaping Sword from.
Get right to the right conversation with Sales Navigator.
That I do not care. My 2 minutes 12 second ad. Now that'd just be insane.
Now, target the Murmonkey as well. Okay, we did it. I think we successfully greeted for the discount village without paying a price of our debt. I'm hoping
Yep,
to
easy.
get a Murmonkey in the center pretty soon here.
Yes, new best 14%.
Solid this round. I do have a decent amount of money saved up at this point, so here's what I'm thinking. We'll need something else around 34.
That's why I practiced
If I
the
use a
ship
Leaping
part.
Sword, I don't think Leaping Sword.
Okay,
No,
yeah,
so I'm
that,
gonna token
yeah,
defense round.
that's one
Yeah.
pad.
So my initial thought
Messed me up a
is if I
lot
just get
before I
the
got
top half monkey we're talking about
like
right
better
here,
at the
give it
game.
the Ecosys Network, and then start throwing these mer monkeys into Ecosys Networks as well. It doesn't have enough range yet, is the problem. I was thinking maybe it would have enough range. So in that case, we won't go for the Abyss Dweller yet. I'll just leave it as a 202, which will allow me to forward more Ecosys Networks. Now it should be able to reach. Wait as long as possible to leave the sword. Now, okay. That's 6 stacks. Does this defend? That's the question of the day. I've got 3 more monkeys open. That still doesn't defend. Please defend. We're low-key defending. Oh my gosh, hold in line. I think we defended. Just playing around with the placements a little bit made the difference. Okay. Round 35. Looks to be pretty easy for me, hopefully. Got the Leaping Sword back. Okay, I didn't really need to use it there. That was an overreaction. But it appears we're good. These mer monkeys are working, guys. Let's go. I have secured the Abyss Dweller now, with decent range on it too. It doesn't have enough range to cover all the tracks yet, but I think once we get 10 stacks, I will be chilling. So let's continue to build these up. One more here. Oh wait, lead balloons. These are still a problem, aren't they? I guess we can use a Leaping Sword. My only lead popping power at the moment is this sniper, so it's kind of hard. It's kind of difficult just to rely on that to defend everything. Okay, let's get the rest of the stacks in here now. That's 8. This is 9. And here's number 10. This just sounds like it's already gotten a good amount of use out of it. I think we'll buy Jungle Drums next. But you can see the range of my Abyss Dweller can basically hit every lane now, which is exactly
So
what
I got to 12% in one attempt. I used to not get past like past here before or here. Now I'm getting consistent at this level.
Lord of the Abyss after that. You could also bulk buff my Monkey, which I'm definitely thinking about. Mathematically speaking, it's normally not worth to out buff the lower tiers. Once you get Lord of the Abyss, though, having that extra attack speed can be worth. I don't really know what rounds I even need to. I don't even really know what rounds I need to really worry about. My guess is just the thighs.
Actually, you know what? Let's try Platinum Adventures.
These are the most dangerous for sure.
If I beat this level, I'll go at. Oh, going to be
Sniper dealt with
like,
all
what?
of them. Okay. Fortified leads coming from
Okay.
every path was a little bit scary. Moabs are dealt with too. I feel like we're just gonna have a pretty easy save for the Sword of the Abyss. It's cheap too, only 24.8k. But the real question comes in what do I want to get after Lord of the Abyss? Because I'll need to pair it with a tower that covers the weakness as well. Hopefully it can pop the VAD and accommodates a map like this. Now normally what you'd think to pair with Lord of the Abyss is something like a Carpet of Spikes. I don't think Carpet of Spikes would be effective on a map like this though, is my thoughts. Also, wait a second, I probably can just use a Leaping Sword ability to help me out this round. But the reason why I don't think Carpet of Spikes would be good on this map is because of tracks like this one, for example. If you have Carpet Spikes throughout the entire map, barely any spikes are going to be on the specific path that's active, and the Carpet Spikes won't get that much damage off. Now you could think, okay, why don't you get the bottom cross path on your Carpet Spikes, which makes the spikes throw only on the path that's active. That is an option, but when you get the bottom path Carpet Spikes, it has less pierce to begin with, so it's going to have less overall damage. And also, you need to get it, in my opinion, which is expensive as well, because the bottom path doesn't have lead popping power. So I think there's just too many hoops and ladders to go through with the Carpet Spikes play that it's not worth it. Either way, the Lord of the Abyss has been purchased, but what I'm thinking to get alongside of it is actually a water tower, which there is no water space in this map, but thanks to Lord of the Abyss, I can now use water. And the water tower in specific is the Preemptive Strike. The Preemptive Strike takes care of the DT weakness pretty much entirely for me. We'll take care of
Now
the
that I have a list for these
Morgan's VAs, and just a decent main attack as well. So I feel like it's going to be pretty strong. Now my question is, where do I want to have the Preemptive? Can I have it in the center? Is this location best, or is a location like this better? I'm not entirely sure. I think we'll just let our Lord of the Abyss work as long as possible before I have to worry about
so you actually don't have to beat any of these
We'll
levels.
see how long we can defend
This
for ourselves.
level at all.
Well, actually, we might struggle
Only
against
have to
round
beat
63
level.
just because of the lead balloons. think
Yeah,
in
let's
most
just see.
cases you
Do
want
some
the
more
bottom
top
path
levels.
because it just buffs the preemptive strike's main attacks. You only want the top path if you really need that extra range, which I might need for this path, but we'll see. Leaving it uncrossed path for now is the best decision, so I can just test around with it later once we actually run into an issue.
This level's so
Right, the enemy
easy.
is coming from two different paths. How do I look here? I imagine Lord of the Abyss can just clean this up pretty easily. Yeah, we're good. And you can see what I'm talking about with the hero leveling. Sada's only level 10.
I'm used to doing
Leveling up that much.
like
Even without a high level Sada, I'd imagine the sword charge will come in handy later though. It's always a great ability to have on standby. Okay, round
gosh, so
75 might be a problem
slow.
because it's going to have every single path active. And as you guys know, it's one of the most difficult rounds in the game.
Hexagon
On top of that,
Force,
there are lead blitzes around. We
aka
do have
the
ballistic missiles
worst
helping out the
level.
blitz, but it's not an entire solution. You gotta use a sleeping sword to help me out with the bottom path leads. Am I good here? That's the question. Lord of the Abyss, I need you to go crazy for me. We're looking
AKA
decent
the
still.
worst main level
I've got the sword charge ability available too if I need
because
it. I don't think I
asymmetric
do. Yeah.
do.
I can't glaze this tower enough.
Like,
Lord of the
why
Abyss is
do
just
you
so
think
cracked.
that's a good
And this
idea?
is even on a map
Like, if
without
it's
the
symmetrical,
water slot
yes.
for it, because if you place
Asymmetrical,
Swarm against the water,
why?
you get 35% more range.
Why
So
did you
I
give
have
us
that
this
on this
that
map.
idea so
Lord of the
early
Abyss
on
would be
to
able to see
the game?
basically
Up top.
both parts of the track. Round 77 is easy. Big wave of ceramics, not a problem. How much does the preemptive cost, by the way? First strike's 14k, preemptive's 31k. So it's a little bit expensive, not gonna lie. It's not too bad though. It's not gonna break the piggy bank. I think I'll afford it around 79 here. Alright, there we go. And I'm pretty sure
Still
I'm
remember
still
it.
within the realm of beating the least
Still
cash
remember that
record,
part.
but I can't spend much more cash throughout this run. That's gonna be the challenge. Beating $72,000 spare is not going to be an easy task by any means. But we're gonna try our best. Round 80 ZOMG, let's just first strike this. Bye-bye. Now we're into the 80s. Let me think about this a little bit for the future. The rounds I'm gonna have to worry about the most are probably the rounds where every single track's active, which is 85. There's two ZOMGs on 85. 90, which is a DT round, and Preemptive Strike should just solo that round.
Let's just see
basically
if
for
I
us.
can do this.
95, which is another DT round, where Preemptive Strike will probably solo as well. And then round 100, in which the BADs are gonna have to just choose one lane to go down. I think it's this lane, because Mellow is around 40 to this lane as well. So really, those number rounds are not gonna get me any problems, I'm pretty
so
sure,
far.
with my current setup. So besides that, you probably just have to worry about the typical rounds in chips mode. You want to worry about like 90 Ds,
Do you like my
96.
instant reaction?
Here's round 85.
Well,
And
I've
first
already
strike,
done
this
that.
seems like on
I
top of
don't
each other. Now,
need to do that.
how would we damage both of them? It's looking like the round's pretty easy. I've got 4 zombies to deal with. But every single zombie's on the same lane.
Okay,
Let's leap
okay.
sword.
Seems pretty easy so far.
Charge this.
We're just going like, what is this thing? A 7-star easy? Yeah, that's actually probably easy because like,
Sword charge was the right moment.
yeah, 7-star.
Probably too early sword charge. I got scared. Oh, we defended. Nice. It's so satisfying to see the preemptive strike just nuke all of the 45 moments before they come out. This is definitely one of the coolest upgrades in the game. I haven't really been utilized for all my videos, so it's nice to put it on showcase here. And here's our first glimpse at DTs. Preemptive should just be able to insta-kill all of them when they come out. That's what we're looking for. Let's see. Yeah. Bye-bye. We pretty quickly saved up 40,000 spare, which is good. I pretty much know for a fact I'm going to be spending a lot more money in this upcoming round, so just based on how difficult some of these ZOMG defense are,
Okay.
round 90 is certainly going to give me a run for my money. Sword charge. Bad timing. I think we're going to get the cross path now. I won't go for airburst starts yet, because I'm pretty sure airburst doesn't really impact the preemptive much, but buying twin guns makes the missiles shoot out faster and the darts. And see if that makes any difference.
Yeah, I think Deadlock is like a medium demon, even if it's like an easier medium demon, but still medium. The best. Yeah, I'm making really fast progress on this level actually. Kappa, how many attempts did this thing take me? 31, okay. 3100.
We'll try that. Now. Don't die.
Let's see if
Oh,
this
we're
thing
close.
is still
We did. Nice.
basically
Had to spend quite a bit of
impossible.
money to make that happen, though. Round 93, the DTs should get this to gold. Yeah, we're good. This round's not looking too bad for us.
Is it really?
94
Is
might be a
it
bit of a
really
challenge
that
just because it's
slow?
a specific path. And the preemptive main attack's not really going to help me out here. Try to wait on sword charge till now.
I
That was
think
really effective
3
sword charge
times
usage.
speed.
Maybe with better timed
I
abilities.
honestly
Gotta
think
wait
3
on the
times
first
speed
strike
is
for a while.
is
Maybe
just
that.
going
And
normal
if I get the
speed
top
now
cross
for
path on
me.
my green will help me out for around 94 quite a bit, but the main reason I got the bottom path is for around 98.
And
Which
quad
should be much
speed,
better
that thing can
since
be a bit
that'll be the path
fast.
where it's attacking. So I'm trying to think ahead here a little bit. First strike. Sword charge now.
Okay,
There's no way.
Kappa.
I'm gonna try going back a couple rounds
Let's
and
go.
studying that ult buff. We're gonna try a Moab Kalu with primary train to increase its range a little bit. I don't know if this can affect the paths I'm looking for with its current range. We'll see. Can this hit the BFBs? Okay, it can hit the BFBs on this path. That's good to know. You know, can this Moab Kalu hit round 94 stuff? It can as well. Okay. This is a really good movement spot. Alright, does this not make it to the CMG? So that's the real question. Again, I think it's sword charge timing, mostly. Now, sword charge does so much, but I'm using it super early. Okay, I'm gonna try this. It's technically in my budget. I can barely spend any more money after buying it, but a relentless glue. Having those stunts is gonna be really nice. Come on, maybe sword. First strike. Wait to sword charge. Wait. Now. We did it. There we go.
Yep. No, that's the last
94
one.
was toughy. Oh, and 95 is a problem round 2. Wait a second. Who would have thought Camel Leads on those paths get me? It's one path of Camel Leads because Sada can deal with Camel Leads on every other path. Would something like this defend? There's no way, right? I can't defend every Camel Lead. I wonder. Let me go back around. Instead of a relentless clue, we can get like
Too
3
easy.
of these into Riptide Champions.
Oh,
A little bit more damage, and
3001.
that covers my Camel Lead
Yeah.
problem. Alright, tip number 2. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay.
Did
Does
he
this
actually
defend
just
round
say
95 though? That's the question.
2.2.1?
It should. Right now it's looking like I am defending Old Lens. And the DT should get
Round
instant
3.2.
gold from my
2.3 is gonna take
Yeah.
30 years
I think the
basically.
only round I need to worry about at this point
Nine
is
World Cup.
98. 96 should be pretty easy because it's the longest path. And I've got pretty much everything attacking Sada, the Lord of the Abyss, and Preemptive. And ideally we keep most of our abilities off cooldown here too, which might be a little bit hard for me to accomplish, but we'll see. Alright, just look at how fast we're killing everything. This is like the nuke zone. All of the Pierce gets utilized really well now. The problem with this round is I'm pretty sure I need to use first strikes to beat it. And that leaves me in a bit of a situation from 98 because I'm not going to have the first strikes available, you know? I'm trying to now. That was bad timing anyways. Like, I want to beat 97 but put myself in the best possible spot for 98.
Okay.
Taking sword. It's going to be difficult. I think I need to use the sword charge here in all honesty, which, man, it's still difficult to done. You can buy air burst technically. Now, please. Yes. Okay.
Yes, new
Instead
best.
of getting the airburst starts, I ended up getting one more Riptide Champion, which is a little bit more expensive, but it still is within my budget. Now here's round 98, the main round I'm worried about. This is the round that makes or breaks the run. It's going to be a difficult one to beat. That's for sure. I think it's going to come down to sword charge timing and a bunch of
So
other
like
stuff, obviously.
first bit of this thing
Taking
is
sword
like
now.
pretty easy, I'm pretty sure, compared to Yep, let's just look at the codes. No ad.
Sword charge now. Okay. That was actually
And
kind
I
of close.
am. Okay.
It might not have looked very close, but
I cannot see
leads
the
me to believe it's
Splix's
possible.
ones.
The main thing I'm trying to do is use the sword charge when like the ZMGs are in this area because that's the
I
location where the swords like intersect from so many different paths. It's super effective. Trying to utilize strong target on these things early as well. Alright, take 2 at this. Sword charge now. Yes, great timing on that. Please please. Oh my gosh. No way we just beat 98. Have I done it, guys? Have I gotten the least cash
Let's just try a
for
random
Hopefully
easy
99.
level
It's not too bad, I think.
and
The
see if I can do
insta-kills,
it
the
in a
fortified
attempt.
ATs.
Yeah,
Oh, it
unless
doesn't.
it's just crazy weird one.
That's a problem. I do have the leaping sword available. Wait a second. We can use that. If I can. Ooh, I can't get it off. I'm pretty sure I can't use first strike here because I need to save it for round 100. But we can try.
Okay.
First strike, and then leaping sword now. That defend. It can defend with slightly better timings. Defend. Wait. 1 DT remaining. You gotta be joking. Come on.
Okay, so it's
please.
not.
Last one. No!
Okay.
I'm getting closer and closer.
So this
Please.
is basically
Please,
an
just
auto
defend.
level.
No! Why? I'm gonna
Right.
redo some rounds real quick. 10
Yeah, this is apparently the hardest.
Okay, I made it back to round 99. We have the same setup as before, but with one of my Riptide
This
champions
is
in a
apparently
different
the
location that can't
hardest,
reach the
like,
ATs, so
easy level.
now we have a little bit
Is
more
the,
DT
I think
damage.
someone who said this it's not even that easy. Said it's
Please, there we
like
go,
actually
finally.
a demon.
Now, do we beat the B80? That's the real question. I only can
Like,
get one
look
first
at the
strike
straight
pretty
fly.
much. So it's gonna be difficult.
I don't think that's an easy
We have to wait till the last
level.
possible second to use it.
9 circles.
Wait,
Circles.
now? We did it. Oh my
Nine
gosh.
circles.
Let's go. A new least cash record on the map we're losing, guys. 75.8k spare. The previous record was 72,000 spare. On my man Clueless, so GG's to him. But yeah, I thought this was a pretty fun strategy to run. I mean, Preemptive Strike, Lord of the Abyss, Sada, with a couple of Riptide champions.
Did you know you can get past that by just
Definitely have to rely on the Preemptive Strike
you
buffs,
did.
though, at the end there. Like, I wouldn't have popped that BUD, for example, without the extra first strike damage that came instantly. And I hope everyone enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button. And also, if you missed it, make sure to check out my previous video and X for this series. Have a good one, guys.
Oh my! I am not some random person in China ad. You know what? I'm gonna do practice mode on this
The
level.
second challenge of the biggest boss tournament in B26 history is finally here, and it is normal Bloonarius on the Mount Peninsula with least tiers. Sounds pretty simple, but when you look at the restrictions, it gets really interesting. They banned Gerudo, which is normally viewed as the best hero for these tiers, and they banned some of the best towers as well.
You can jump on that spike.
Dark, Heli, and Supra. So how many tiers is it going to take me? Let's find out. And also, just a side note about the boss tournament, I am not actually in the tournament itself. I missed the qualifier round as I was super busy. I talked about this in a previous video, but due to popular demand, I am still participating in the challenges and making content on it for you guys. So if you enjoy that, please hit the subscribe button. Now onto the video. Alright, here we go. Peninsula least tiers. We are going to start with one tier used on a base engineer, right here on this little grass platform at the bottom, and then I'm going to place my hero Benjamin next to the engine. Now, what's my thoughts with these placements? Well, basically, I wanted to go Benjamin since the best hero for these tiers, Drone, was banned, and I feel like having farming with my hero is pretty dang important. As if I have a hero that's going to make me money, that means I'll have to pour less tiers into banana farms. As you can see, I am placing a banana farm at the top though, because we will need extra money. Benjamin's not going to carry me through all the cash I need. And another thing you might notice is I am using the Time Machine mod. This first run is a modded run. I'm just having some quality of life mods to help me out. There will be more runs showcased in this video, and the final run that is the best one won't be modded, so don't worry about that. And I guess at this point we can kind of talk about my general strategy. How am I going to beat normal Bloonarius with the least amount of tiers spent as possible? And my plan here was the Engineer Paragon, believe it or not. I think Engineer Paragon is going to be the best route with the restrictions from the challenge, because there were a lot of restrictions. They banned Dartling, which was one of the best towers in these tier events, right? You can't use the MAD, you can't use the Ray of Doom now. They banned Ace, which is also a fantastic tower, you can't use the Black Fortress, and they banned Super Monkey, which means you can't use Legend of the Night. So my thought process was, even though this is a normal boss, and typically you don't need Paragons to deal with a normal boss, in this situation I probably do need one. It's a difficult map, it's Peninsula, and most strong fit tiers are banned. And in the case that I do need to use a Paragon in a least tiers event, the Engineer Paragon makes the most sense because the 5th tiers that you build into the Paragon have an insane amount of utility. The Triple XL Trap is going to make me a ton of money. You can see I've already been utilizing the Blue Trap in the early game to help my farming. The Ultra Boost is going to buff my defense a lot for the early tiers before I get the Paragon up. It can also buff my farming by Ultra Boosting a Banana Farm, and it doubles over as a DPM option. And then the Sentry Champion is good damage to help me defend some of the early boss tiers as well. So with all that being said, we are on to the tier 1 boss defend. I already have 22k, which I was low-key surprised about. The Blue Trap has been putting in some insane work, as I don't really have that many farm upgrades at this point. We only have the 3-2-0 farm. I guess Benjamin has also been helping me out too quite a bit. So that's
If I were him, I'd buckle my home in auto and pick up the wheel. Safeties.
Are you talking about
No. Bundle. Jam. Bundle.
But either way, my plan for this tier is the Sentry Champion. If I can defend tier 1 boss with Sentry Champion, that is going to save me a ton of tiers because, again, that's just going to be built towards the pair at the end of the day. So I do afford the Sentry Champion as the boss is turning his bottom in. But I don't really have that much time to do one boss. The damage is really good though. I mean, look at this guy just take down the HP. The main concern is the skulls. Can it defend the ceramics? Let's see. Sentries do good damage. It looks like I'm gonna leak a lot of lives, but I survive. 121. Okay. 2 skulls remaining here. Second skull actually parry the Benjamin level 3 ability to increase Sentry Champion damage, but yeah, I definitely would have died there. So then this kind of leads me to the reason why I'm doing a post commentary on this run. A lot of these attempts for taking down the boss took a ton of tries, and doing live commentary while coming back in and redoing a lot of these tiers is just, it's pretty much impossible. So that's why post commentary, in my opinion, makes most sense when it's a sweaty run like this. But either way, my plan was pretty simple. Just keep retrying these skulls, and eventually, with the best Sentry explosion timing, I'll be able to get through them. Because I am manually exploding the Sentries, which does a blast. I think it does 50 pierce and 70 damage. It's pretty dang strong. And after about 10 minutes of trying to find the best timings, here's how I took down the first tier of the boss defense. We used the biohack for the first skull, which clears out all the ceramics. I don't have to manually sell new Sentries. The second skull, I explode 2 Sentries. That takes care of all the ceramics. And the third and final skull, I actually target my Bloom Trap towards the back to help me out a little bit with the cleanup. I use the biohack ability from Benjamin to come back on the mountain, and I explode all the Sentries I can. Through that, there's only a couple balloons that leak. I go down all the way to 22 lives, and I'm going to leave this big balloon as well. 17 lives, but I do survive. Now, obviously, the boss still has some HP remaining, but that's not going to be much of an issue. The skulls are the main problem. Defending the boss is easy. So there you have it. The tier 1 boss has been defeated. 23 tiers spent so far. That was solid. So then after the tier 1 boss defeat,
I'm just crazy.
Basically just continuing our farming route, affording the BRF on round 49, making sure to target the Blue Trap a little bit to maximize its income. Next, I afford the overclock for my BRF on round 50, which increases the production of the BRF by 66.7%. Very helpful. And last but certainly not least farming measure I take before the tier 2 boss event is my Triple XL Trout, which is afforded around 50D. This upgrade is huge for a couple of reasons. One, it increases the income from the balloons from 2 times the regular makes.
Well,
3 times. It has more pierce, so I'm not really going to shot up anymore. And it can eat molasses. And now it's time for the tier 2 boss event. You might be wondering how I'm going to deal with this boss because I basically have the same setup I had for the tier 1 with the Sentry Champion. My plan was pretty simple. Just overclock the Sentry Champion and hope that's enough damage. I don't actually have to rely on the Sentry Champion to start with the Immortal 2, which is a benefit to me. I can target my Triple XL Trap towards the back end of the map, and that'll clean up the ceramics that I just target towards the front afterwards to clean up all the regular points.
Go down.
But even with that going on, it still looks like it's probably not enough damage. We just now hit the second skull. And the boss is starting to escape the range of the Sentry Champion.
So click first orb.
We are about 20,000 HP short. So we're somewhat close, but not enough damage. And after thinking to myself for a while of how to increase our damage by a little bit with a small amount of tier spent, I came to this conclusion. Let's get deconstruction on our Sentry Champion. That increases the damage from 3 to 4 with the plasma sentries, which might be enough extra damage. I also made sure to target the Sentry Champion on strong this time. I think last time I had it on first targeting, which means the sentries were wasting some shots on the Sark waves. But either way, let's see if this does it now. We are hitting that second skull as the boss is turning the bin, which I think is the correct pacing. Making sure to target the triple XL trap once again. This third skull is the threat. Does the triple XL trap need a bull service time? It does. Okay. Now the question is, can we deal with the boss before it escapes the range? And we do. So we spent 2 extra tiers, but we made it happen. 28 tiers is my current score, which means if I were to just get the Engineer Paragon right away with my setup, not buying anything else, our final score would be 30 tiers, and I'd have to buy Ultra Boost and then buy the Engineer Paragon. Unfortunately, though, I don't have near enough money to make that happen, so we will have to spend quite a bit more tiers. And the next tier I spent ends up coming after around 72 includes collecting this trap gives me enough cash to afford my Banana Central. Now my income's going to be very solid. Then on round 77, with the trap collection, we do afford our Ultra Boost as well. And with that Ultra Boost, I end up starting to alternate my stacks, using a stack on the Banana Farm, then using a stack on a Spike Factory at the end of the track. What's my plan with Spike Factory?
What?
Well, the plan's pretty simple. I need something to take care of the tier 3 boss.
So how late
My
do I
Central
have to
Champion
hit it?
definitely does not have
Ultra
enough
late.
damage, and there's no
Ultra
shot on
late.
affording the Engineer
Ultra,
Paragon in
ultra,
time.
ultra
So
late.
for those reasons, the Superman should take care of the boss. And speaking about the boss, it is now out with 350,000 HP. Obviously, I don't have the cash for the Supermines yet, but with our Ultra Boosted Banana Central or Triple XL Trap taking care
What?
of the regular rounds, we do make cash pretty quickly here. And what I actually end up doing is Ultra Boost my Sentry Champion just to increase the Sentry Champion's damage while it's in the range of the Sentry Champion. Buying at least Supermines around 82, that'll start building a nice little pile. And then we do Ultra Boost to the Supermines as well after purchasing. That has 3 stacks so far. And I guess the damage of the Sentry Champion is definitely not negligible. You can see it's already done about 50k, which is solid, but there's no shot it would have soloed the boss in any universe. Maybe I could have spent 5 tiers on something like a Homeland Defense. I don't think a Homeland Defense would have added enough damage, though. I feel like the best use of 5 tiers here was Supermines.
Okay, what was
allows
that
me to take
insanely
those.
large
The
large
first 2
fight?
schools are pretty easy. The third school is going to be the threat, though. Does the Supermines have enough damage to take care of all the inside
Okay.
before they leave? Let's see.
Yeah, but I have no idea what to do on there.
Now Taxes is an open door to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts.
So that's just confusing what to do.
Now this is Taxes.
What is it?
Starting grown, please.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
I definitely
Yeah.
do.
You know what?
We have 21.
Take this
Modes
mod.
are coming out.
Yeah,
Start
restart
the
it.
Supermines. Oh, and we do survive somehow. That looked really close. Okay. Tier 3 boss is now defeated. 36 tiers spent so far. If everything goes according to plan, we only have to spend 1 more tier, which is our Engineer Paragon, and we'll have a final score of 37. So after 13 more rounds of farming, targeting the Balloon Trap a little bit, Ultra Boosting my Banana Farm, we end up with $563,000 in hand going into the tier 4 boss to fit. And the plan's pretty simple this tier. Just defend some of the early balloons with the Triple XL Trap, make as much income as possible, get a little bit more pops on my Engineer, and then buy the Engineer Paragon before the boss leaks out. And remember, I can also sell the farm and sell my Supermines to get the Engineer Paragon up too. But in my opinion, it was smarter to keep the Supermines around. I don't actually need the extra cash for degrees, but just to sell my Banana Farm, get it up, and get degree 31, which is fantastic. Through my testing, you only need degree 20 Engineer Paragon to take care of the tier 5 bosses. Again, it's not an elite boss, it's only a normal boss. Place down the sentries now at the bottom right hand corner next to Benjamin. And the damage is pretty good. Some of the shots are actually blocked from the purple balloons, but we should be completely fine. The skull inside's got dealt with almost immediately. We place the blue sentry at the back next to my Supermines, and yeah, the boss just gets absolutely torn. Now it's time for tier 5. The only thing I did in preparation for this tier was placing all of my sentries towards the front of the map so that I can utilize the sentry explosions for a bit of extra damage. And just want to make sure the sentries are attacking the boss at all times as well. We already hit the set first goal very quickly though with 2 sentry explosions. The BAB is pushing a little bit. We do have the Supermines towards the back of the map, and I also do have the power glove ability from the Engineer Paragon. Unfortunately, you can't buff the Sentry Paragon himself with the ability. That would be great. So I just use on the Supermines in the back. That's the most effective place to use it in my opinion. 3 skulls go down very quickly though. The BADs are honestly the main point. That's the thing I'm worried about the most. Damaging the boss is extremely easy. But we do deal with all those BBs. That one doesn't want to stay here. I guess at this point I was kind of just not paying attention and not replacing my sentries. So it's kind of dumb. It's good. It's important to replace your sentries and still pop the boss quickly, even if they're going to pop the boss either way. Since the way
Turn on motion
works
for
is if you tie with someone
find out what I
tiers. There's a lot of
have to
times
do
in this
with
time range.
this.
Now, obviously, I'm not exactly in the competition myself, but I'm acting like as if I was participating. You know, either way, 37 tiers is a pretty respectable score, but I do think I can improve upon it quite a bit. I have some cross-path things that I'd like to avoid, such as the Banana Farm was cross-pathed into 520, and the Century Champion was cross-pathed
Next
into
off.
520 as well. Which leads me into my second and final challenge with those two goals in mind for
And
cutting crosspaths. Now, simply cutting the crosspath sounds very
yeah.
simple, but in practice, it's actually quite complicated, as I'll need to revolutionize my defensive strategy to save myself those tiers. For example, I need deconstruction to take care of the tier 2 boss. I was not doing it in the previous attempt to do the 520 engineer. So you'll see how I work around that. But the start is essentially the same with Engineer and Benjamin off the rip of the bottom hand corner. Then, instead of being a 3-2-0 farm off the start, we only go for a 3-0-0 farm, and work towards my Bloom Trap after that. Bloom Trap being afforded on-round 25. And with the Bloom Trap, since I am cutting some farming upgrades, I made sure to be extremely diligent with my Bloom Trap target this time around. Making sure to get every single bloom possible, retrying some rounds multiple times just to maximize trap income. This was extremely important. And that takes me back to the tier 1 boss defender. The plan is basically the same. I still afford Century Champion, even with cutting the middle crosspath on my farm. It really didn't make that much of a difference on my income. I may have even had more income this time around with the better Bloom Trap micro just to offset the farm disadvantage. But either way, the plan is exactly the same. First goal, we use Biohack, that takes care of all the ceramics. Second goal, I'm getting ready to sell the centuries. I sell 1 century, 2 centuries, and that takes care of all the ceramics. And third and final goal, we are going to sell all of the centuries I can really quickly with the Biohack ability. And sometimes I go down to 49 lives, but I do survive. So there is the tier 1 defender. By far the easiest tier. Tier 2 and 3 are the ones I need to adopt, and they are going to give me a run for my money. Before we reach those
So
tiers,
you have to click
we have
basically
to continue our farming. We get our
immediate.
400 Banana Research Facility on round 49, and then the overclock is afforded on round 51. And to my surprise, I actually don't afford the Triplet Slow Trap before the tier 2 defend. Last time I afforded on round 58 as well. Cutting that farm crosspath is definitely showing its point. So I guess I'll get the Triplet Slow Trap mid-defend. That's probably the best plan. I still do need the Triplet Slow Trap for the insides. Like, defending the ceramics is really important with it, and just getting more income. So we get up around 60. I'm going to eat that low with it as well. Perfect. And how am I going to supplement the damage? Because remember, Century Champion is not near enough damage to take out the 75,000 HP. I had 20,000 HP remaining last time. And the plan is a new tower in replacement of the super mines. We are going to use Sticky Bomb this tier. I'm hoping a Sticky Bomb will supplement enough damage for us. That way the Century Champion doesn't have to solo the entire tier. The only problem is the trap is so far away from the middle that Sticky Bomb stops attacking the boss after only a couple explosions. So I only got about 2.5k HP early on with it. Either way, we are going to overclock the Century Champion once again as the boss is turning the bottom end. And I made sure to put the Century Champion on strong target as well, just to focus all the damage like I did last time. Target the Triplet Slow Trap towards the back to clean up the ceramics as well. First wave is done. Now, as we near that second skull, it is entering the Sticky Bomb's range, which is fantastic. So this is where I have the maximum DPS. Century Champion's doing all the damage, Sticky Bomb's doing all the damage.
Yep,
Second skull is
back
done as well. This third skull
to
is the
main
biggest
version.
issue. Can we pop the boss into the third skull with enough track length remaining that the Triplet Slow Trap can grab the ceramics? That's the question. Target the trap as high as possible while still being in the range of the track.
Come on. Gosh, this is not easy. Oh my. Gosh, what is this? Am I missing something?
And we did target time.
Okay, yep, that's what I'm
Alright,
missing.
attempt number 2 on this skull. It looks like that does not work. Man. So that means I need
So it
even
was
more
pretty
damage.
easy.
The Sticky Bomb is not enough. Or maybe the Sticky Bomb is enough. I just need to get before my Triplet Slow Trap. Which again is going to hurt my income even more. But if this can defend tier 2 of the boss without my deconstruction, those 2 tiers saved are going to be so helpful. And before our Triplet Slow Trap on round 62 with the Sticky Bomb start, that is now 4 rounds later than the first attempt on this challenge. But you can see our damage is certainly much better this time around. We're nearing that final skull, hopefully in time that the Triplet Slow Trap can eat the ceramics. That's the question. Can we clean up the ceramics? And we do. Let's go. The defend is not over yet though, because it's about escape the Sentry Champion's range. That means the Sticky Bomb will have to do the rest of the damage alone. 6,000 HP. Does the Sticky Bomb have it in them? I actually overclocked my Sticky Bomb as well, which is actually important because I don't have the Ninja Discipline upgrade on it, so if you don't overclock the Sticky Bomb, there is a decent amount of time between the Sticky throws.
Okay, yikes.
So it does increase the damage of the Sticky Bomb. Oh, 900, 400, and we don't defend it. We don't. I was one Sticky short. So then on attempt number 3 for this tier, how am I going to get that extra 500 damage I need? I am going to overclock my Sticky Bomb early and overclock it late. Last time I only overclocked it when the boss was ending the track. This time we'll have it overclocked pretty much the entire time that the boss is inside the range of the Sticky Bomb, but not inside the range of the Sentry Champion. Which
And
obviously
then
does
here
hurt
is
my
the
farm
way.
even more because that's an overclock that I didn't use in the banana farm early. So
The
like, so
crazy
this time around is
difficult
way easier
way.
than in the round 62. These farming hits are definitely going to hurt me later in the run, but we'll see if I can figure it out. That did make the difference though. You can see we are dealing with the boss right before it escapes the range, 400 HP remaining. The boss is dead. Tier 2 is finally defeated. This time around I actually buy Ultra Boost before the Banana Central. And the reason behind it is it's necessary.
Yeah, I told somebody
This is because I don't
on
have
like
Super Prize
something
this time around. I'm
and
going
when
to
I
be
was
utilizing
like
Master
seeing
Bomb. Master
the
Bomb is
devil
great,
jumping
don't get me
from
wrong, it's
deadlock
cheap,
to
it's
here
but it
about them
doesn't
being
deal as much damage.
beating B
So I mean,
and
the
then
Sentry Champions do
wondering
a
if
lot of damage to me as well.
this
I
was
do still
too
try to
big of a
squeeze out some
jump.
farm income though, alternating stacks between the BRF and Sentry Champion. On top of that, I am also targeting my Triple XO trap in a way to stall these rounds to the maximum length, while still making sure to grab the BFBs at the end with the trap for the income. And through this tedious process, I am able to get the 9th stack on my Sentry Champion on round 79, and I think we have 3 stacks on our Banana Farm currently. By the way, you can see I still do not have Banana Central. Banana Central will come after the tier 3 defend. Super late. But here's the tier 3 defend. Does the Master Bomber work? That's the question. 350,000 HP. I am actually going to use one Ultra Boost stack on my Master Bomber early as well, which again helps the downtime between the sticky explosions a little bit since I don't have the Ninja Discipline upgrade. And it just throws more of the Flash Bomb attacks too, which deals more damage against the boss, so
Better than
it is
that
helpful
guy on
and it
practice
is
mode.
necessary too. I even end up using a second Ultra Boost stack on the Master Bomber as well, before the boss enters the Sentry Champion range. Then when the boss is about to turn the bottom bin, I use the 10th stack on my Sentry Champion, and we are nearing that first skull. 267,000 HP. I think the Master Bomber does 3,000 HP per explosion, which is pretty good. Now, the good thing is I don't actually have to target my Triple XO trap for the Moabs. The 10 times Ultra Boosted Sentry Champion is more than enough to clean it up, so I can focus my Triple XO trap to just make income for the majority of this time, which is great, as I need that income. Like, my farm is way behind where it should be, so every dollar I can squeeze out is very important. Second skull, though, it looks like the Triple XO trap. Okay.
This is just so slow. I feel like I'm in slow motion. I feel like I have speed hack on, which I don't.
It all starts with a domain.
So this time around, we are going to target the trap towards the back end of the
40 to like
first,
80 or
and see if I can
90%.
clean up the Moab sides I needed to. And it does. Now we target back to the front. And we do afford Banana Central at this point as well, round 83. Much later than last time, but thankfully we do at least have it up. And we slowly progress towards this last goal. 130,000 HP remaining. This last goal is going to be the side factor, pretty much. Can we reach this goal in time that the Triple XO trap can snipe the inside? So that's the question. Am I target it as far as possible? Oh man, we hit this goal. Are the mobs entering the trap? It looks like they are. Awesome. Now once again, the coast is not clear. Soon the boss is leaving my Sentry Champion's range, and the Master Bomber needs to clean up about 50,000 HP on its own. Now the good thing about the Master Bomber is it has map-wide range, so we don't have to worry about it escaping the range like I did for the Sticky Bomb. And does 3,000 damage per explosion instead of, I think, 500 for the Sticky Bomb, so those are definitely benefits. But it's still going to be incredibly close. I mean, look at this. 13,000 HP, 10,000 HP, 7,000 HP. The boss is escaping. 4,000, 1,000. One more explosion, please. And we get it. Tier 3 boss goes down. Let's go. Now here's where I do something pretty interesting. I actually end up selling my Master Bomber. The Master Bomber has already done its job, helping me out through the tier 2 and tier 3 defense. We are here for engineering our tier 4 defense. And the reason why I just don't keep it before then is because it has map-wide range. Cell Trap to make as much money as possible. So it sounds like a great idea in theory, but in practice it actually causes a new issue, and that's just defending the regular rounds. Triple XL Trap can't keep up, so I have to start ultra boosting the Triple XL Trap a little bit. In addition to ultra boosting my banana farm, I'll have to split the ultra boost stacks. Round 95 was an absolute doozy though. I needed to ultra boost my ultra boost, believe it or not. Increase the rate that's producing that foam, you know what I'm saying? And that can decam all the balloons now. But then I have to still defend the DTs, which is definitely a challenge. Once the DTs start coming out, we are ready to target the Triple XL Trap. I target towards the bottom. I'm ready to overclock my Triple XL Trap again as well. There we go. And then I also need my Citric Champion to put in a decent amount of work too against the DTs. I use the Biohack ability from Benjamin to help my Citric Champion damage. Alright, Biohack's about to die off. Everything gets stunned for a second. And one DT remaining, we get that done win. Oh my gosh. Alright, after the grueling round 95, we have now reached round 98, which is even more difficult. I'm trying to focus my Triple XL Trap currently to clean up the ZOMG insides, so then our Citric Champion can ideally deal with the BFBs. And after focusing the ZOMGs, I try to deal with some of the BFBs towards the back, but I do actually need to snipe the blues in the front now, which keep the Triple XL Trap targeted there. Can this defend though? That's the question. It's going to be
Okay, so this dual part is just way easier than the rest of this way.
So after many attempts in this round, here is the solution I came up with. We actually end up using the Biohack ability
honestly, I do
to downgrade
believe
a bunch
that
of the
this
BFBs
is
on the back end of this round, and focusing the ZOMGs on the Triple XL Trap at the front of the round 2. And this ends up clearing out every single ZOMG, thankfully. Then I can target the Triple XL Trap towards the back, for the back end. And we're good. Only a couple BFBs remaining. And everything's done. Let's go. Round 98 is completed. So let's start tier 4. 750,000 HP. Get a bunch of farming come at the start of the round. Ideally, I delay my Master Builder as much as possible. I currently don't even have enough cash for it, but I'm close to having enough cash. With selling my banana farm, I make another about 100k, so we need 550k on people.
I'm going to be a master at Wave after this, I bet.
You also need to remember, I can't just build willy-nilly. I need to build at a time that I don't die.
There's just a 99% chance I become a master at Wave. After I beat this thing.
Then on round 102, I now have enough cash for my Engineer Paragon. I sell the farm and get the Engineer Paragon at the bottom with max cash slider degree 25. Much lower degree than I got last time, but it still should be enough. And I got it in a pretty weird spot as well. The reason I got it here is because I needed it to not miss shots, so that I don't die against the regular bullets. And this location has some pretty decent lines of fire, so that I accomplish that.
Okay, good, it's gone.
Because it's really the only place I can use it. Remember, I don't have a super mines to ultra boost this time around. With all 3 centuries in place, though, this should not be a problem.
I'm cooked.
Those just get wiped out almost instantly. And yeah, you can see we are just tearing through this boss. All 3 skulls go down in a blink of an eye. Tier 4 boss is finally defeated. The Tier 5 defeat is virtually the same as before, just with a different Engineer Paragon location. We have all 3 sentries centered towards the top of the map. I'm going to utilize these sentry explosions early on as well, just to increase.
Gosh, it's now slow.
The only main difference, once again, is I don't have the super mines in the back, which is why the Engineer Paragon placement
and then it throws you into a 10 times more difficult one.
And we're nearing the final skull of Lunarius when it's on top of my Engineer Paragon, blocking the piers. So can I deal with these beauty insides? Let's see. I have everything on first targeting. I'm targeting the latest century, and we do end up clearing it out. Nice. Boss is going down 33 tiers as achieved. We cut 4 tiers, guys. That's fantastic. Now we gotta deal with these ZOMGs as well pretty quickly. Remember, time does matter. And our time was 17:10.66. Alright, so we're now back a couple days after the boss event has ended, and my score actually held up really well, which I'm pretty surprised about. 33 tiers with 17 minutes spent, ended up placing 3rd out of the 64 people, only behind Daragon, who used a similar strategy as me. They used the Engineer Paragon, but they cut the Triple XL Trap cross path, and instead of using the Master Bomber, they used a 150 spike back. So the same amount of tiers used, they just did in a short amount of time. And then Alk also beat me, ended up winning the challenge with 32 tiers spent, and Alk's strategy was actually really interesting. They used the Submarine Paragon, which I had never even thought about. And the way that they ended up saying the tier is they have 0 plus
Gosh.
3 tier 5 subs.
I
They have
am
050 banana farm.
I am just
and
crazy,
500
aren't I?
plans. So congratulations to Alvin and everyone else who competed
Well,
in group stage round 1. Here are
I
the
am gonna
scores of
become
every
so
group,
good at
just so you
the
guys
wave
have an
after
idea of
this. I
how
just know
people
it. I
competed here.
am.
I am pretty salty that I'm not actually in this challenge. It would be so fun. But yeah, I was not able to do the qualifier round, so it's unfortunate. But again, I think it's pretty interesting just doing the challenges myself and seeing how I would have fared. So if you want me to continue doing these tournament challenges, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know if you'd like to post commentary in today's video as well. And hit that subscribe button. Alright, Mike out. Peace, guys. Also, make sure to check out Mackin's video covering the challenge. I'll link that at the top of the description down below.
Oh my.
He makes great videos.
Mini wave duel.
Get right to the right conversation
Insane.
with Sales Navigator.
The fact that this recent ad showed up at this exact moment proves that your devices are listening.
What, that I'm cooked because I'm doing 9 circles?
Okay, Ninja Kiwi's done something devious this week. As we're facing off against Lynch,
I
know
am
the hero that
actually
steals your lives,
crazy.
but when you check out the rules, max life count is set at 1, which means I will need to defeat the Lynch soul every time before it steals any lives or I die. And on top of that, the boss has 230% HP and a little bit slower.
Okay, yep, I've got past
This
the.
boss could be a challenge, but how about we go
Okay,
right
so
into the mix? Which we will be ranked on these caches. It looks like
83%.
the top scores are between $1 and $1.5 million. So I think anywhere in that range would be solid. Now, thankfully, since this is a
I ain't
pretty
gonna
difficult
be
boss, we get
using
an absolutely
some
ridiculous amount
checkpoint
of starting
glitch
cash
this time.
5200, which I'm wondering if we can start with a bank. Let's see. Oh, I can. I forgot the bank is like so expensive because the prices are set in impossible mode, so that's why everything costs a ton. In that case, we'll just start with a 220 farm and save up for the monkey bank as soon as possible. Now, one nice part about this early game is since this is not a timed event, it's at least cash event, I don't have to worry about the time penalty. All we need is basically our Dark Monkey to defend the balloons. We don't need to defend the balloons quickly, which is a breath of fresh air for me. And it's looking like I can probably afford that bank round 9 or into round 9, I'm guessing. Let's see. Remember, we can't leak a single life too. We have spikes in the back, which is nice. But besides that, no lives can be leaked. Okay, we can afford this round. Let's get it up. Perfect. First from Dark Monkey. And I'm guessing I'll need more defense soon, because we are continuing.
Checkpoint.
I could save up for my hero, which is Adora here. I brought Adora because I think the plan is going to be Sun Avatars. Sun Avatars are a great defensive strategy in these cash events from my experience. Especially when you buff up for like the Sun Temple buff and you get Purple Moab, Super Brittle, all that stuff in there. So that's the defensive plan. But I don't want to get any Super Monkeys early, or even my hero early, for that matter too. So I think... Also, am I dead here? Wait a second. Spikes handled, but I can't let that happen. I can't. Yeah, I need to keep some of the spike pile because I'm planning on just taking the round 24 camo bloom with the spikes. So we're just going to redo this round with a little bit of better dark targeting and see if that makes a difference. So far we're looking pretty good, I've got to say. Strong targeting, how about first now? We hit that blue, okay. Yeah, we did much better. Now I do need to add a defensive tower to the mix, obviously.
Okay, so that's how you get that
Engineer
coin.
would be pretty good, and we'll just have the engineer in this spot. It seems like a weird engineer spot, but it'll make sense why I have it here later. And after round 20 concludes, we'll be able to get that I'm a flown up that I'm aiming for. Collect you, I'm a flown, redeposit. Perfect. And my hope here is that I can cash out and use my I'm a flown ability before round 28 hits. That way I can afford the balloon trap for the blood balloons that come out, but we'll see if the money's there or not. Alright, so after this run concludes, we are
like
going to do
an
some
ultra
big
late
farming
word?
plays. We should have
No?
a decent sized cash out from this
Okay,
I'm a
don't
flown.
really know how to get that
Let's
coin
see,
yet.
11,640, okay.
I am just crazy, aren't I?
Now, if I were to collect this, my question is, do I have enough money for the Oculus? And then we use the I'm a flown ability at the start of the round. I don't. These impossible prices are going to hit my butt, dude. Okay. Well, I also need to defend the lens, too. I need something to defend the lens. This is what I'll do, then. We'll just collect it early, get up a balloon trap here, then I'm just going to redeposit the rest in here. This might seem like a weird play, which it kind of is, because normally you cash out your I'm flown into the Monkyopolis. We're just going to have to delay the Monkyopolis a little bit. Alright, let's collect you. And what if I went for it now? Got 13k, more than half of that time. Start the round. Oh my gosh, I'm literally so close. That's actually quite unfortunate. How close I am and I don't have it. In that case, we're going to wait to use the ability a little bit. That now. There we go. Good timing. And we can still get some crates this round, thankfully. Just a couple crates. So what's next on the plan? Well, I think I'm going to get a third discount ability, as crazy as that sounds. Well, triple discount. And then I do need something for Cannibal Boots. Also, look at this. I spent 48,785, which is an important number because I want to fix.
I am going to be so good at the wave after this.
Another engineer with cleansing health. I guess go with things out. And then we have Cannibal Boots taken care of as well. And the last thing
If this thing kept its difficulty throughout the entire level without wave, I mean like before the wave, okay, it's tough. After the wave, it's tough and easy. And then the wave. Oh my! This thing's reasoning for being a harder demon. The wave is the entire reason it's a harder demon, right?
We'll have to time our goose strikes low to deal with that. I should have been smarter with my balloon trap placement.
It should be able to beat this
once I
thing
get the
with
sun
these.
avatar up, our balloon trap's not going to make like any income. This wasn't a very smart spot, was it? Sun avatar 17.5k. Okay. Let's use this ability now. That's a lot of HP to take down. We'll try our best here. Hopefully the Sun Avatar stops sniping these balloons soon. Yep, there we go. If the Sun Avatar is shooting downwards, we don't lose the balloon trap income, which is good. Let's get it up now. Perfect. Do I need to buy range on it? Probably one range upgrade is what I need. Yeah. Okay. And we're saving the 3 damage boost strike for the skull. Use now. And that did not work at all. Man. That's just not good. Okay, I'm gonna restart. I was only on tier 1, so I'm comfortable restarting the early game just to get a little bit better farming and have my balloon trap in a better spot as well. Alright guys, we made it back to round 4. This time around I spent a little bit more money in my early game farming. I got some Chinook in here and just had a more efficient farming run overall. But as you can see, I don't have any blue strikes currently because I'm changing my plan. I need more DPS to get through this tier, especially those souls. We're gonna use a Cripple Mob. We'll do Cripple Mob with Sun Avatar, and that should be able to defend. Now the thing is, I don't actually want to hit a skull early. I basically need to wait to have both of those afforded by the time I hit the skull, so they don't die as the first soul. So we're going to save money at the moment. How much does that Cripple Mob actually cost in a pop load? That's the question. Let's hit you right here.
9 circles,
38.4k.
noon
I'm actually
circles,
not even close at all to affording at the moment because I need the Sun Avatar as well.
9 circles.
That's a bit concerning. And we are nearing that first skull. I probably should have waited in between all of us.
I don't know how to say circles
I
in
think we might go
German.
4 goals
If I
at a
did,
time.
I would basically
Let's
just
close target, you know.
be like noon, whatever the word is, German is.
So I'm almost there. I need like 5k more. Close targeting yet. That's good. Oh, use that crate. Perfect. I think I have enough money. Almost. I'm very close. Come on. Just a tiny bit more cash.
I know what's happening now. I'm hitting the spike.
Yes. Do I want the lift soul? I do. Okay, that worked perfectly. I was a little bit scared there, but we got it. And now the rest of the skull should be pretty easy, right? I'd imagine this, if it works against the first skull, it'll work against all the other ones. Unless the boss gets outside the range, then I can upgrade my Sun Avatar's range, which actually we might as well just upgrade right now. At least one range upgrade is fine. We're doing good. That's 4 skulls down. This combo does an insane amount of damage because normally the Sun Avatar has a base damage of 1. So getting an additional plus 5 damage with that Cripple Mob is insane. This is gonna be a skull that's scary though. Because the boss is just deep in their range. Do I die? Oh, I survived. Okay. We can actually move the Cripple Mob as well. I don't want it stealing trap income.
Yes, the best.
Yeah, here. That's a good spot. For when the boss dies, I don't want the Cripple Mob stealing any more trap income. And this has appeared to work out for me. That was fantastic, I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy with how it played out. I want to save it to that Sun Temple, which is 120k Popple mode. These Popple prices are gonna make things difficult, I'm not gonna lie. One other thing to do is actually...
This part I can honestly learn,
Well, the hell is gonna steal
but
Popple. I don't know if that's
the wave Or
Well,
I
first off,
honestly
that's not
wouldn't
a bad
take
idea.
so.
That would
I only take so
maximize
many
the ground
attacks.
control. Okay, I now have enough for the Sun Temple, but I've actually changed my plan slightly. I don't want to do 50,000 support sacrifice anymore. The plan now is 25,000 support sacrifice because I want to get multiple temples. It sounds weird, but you gotta bear with me here. Which means I'm not gonna actually sacrifice this Monkeypolis, and I need to spend another 15k on the support category, basically. It should not be set with the 25k support sacrifice, excluding the
You know what
Monkeypolis.
I'm gonna do? I'm
And
just
I'm
gonna
guessing,
start
I also
playing
want
the
to have enough cash
ballpoint.
for it. I need what,
Not
120k?
undisable this thing.
Move this rubber gold towards the front. I don't want to actually sacrifice the rubber gold. I'm going to be getting my Sun Temple, I think, right around here. I'll probably get the Sun Temple at the end of round 59. That's my plan. That'll be a decent time. I actually can't get it yet because I need this support Chinook ability back. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna up during the boss event. This is gonna be a little bit sketchy, but I think we can make it work, guys.
This part is actually pretty
It all
tough.
makes sense why I'm going for 25k support sacrifice later, so you gotta bear with me. Let's go. More than 14k HP. Quite a healthy guy. Let's move you here. This should sacrifice everything but the Monkeypolis, which is important. Wait, that's actually sacrifice Monkeypolis 2. 1 second. I need to find the correct location to move it. So that it doesn't sacrifice the Monkeypolis. Maybe this spot? Try it now. Okay.
Am I crazy?
Worked correctly. Perfect. And now how am I going to defend this tier of the boss is the next question. Let's get up.
Am I just being a psycho?
Discount villages.
A little.
Well,
Am I just being crazy
I
right
can
now?
play. And
This
I'm
is
going
just
to get a Blue
crazy.
Strike, and I'm going to get up the Sun Avatar once again. That's my plan. I don't want to get Sun Avatar yet, though. I need to wait for the boss to come back around to be in the range of my super movie again, basically. Then we can deal good damage. I guess we can get Jungle Jumps to this village too, why not? That was a little bit stressful, but I think we'll make this work. Let's bring this sniper up here. Leave the Sun Avatar up. Well, it's actually really good with the heal. I can just stole this round for a long time.
Click.
Pop the
Oh
boss
my.
pretty much entirely in one round, which would be fantastic. But I need to decam little bits at some point. What I'm doing then is get a submerged support right here, and shoot towards the bottom. That'll give us decam for us. Just having this hold up in round 6 is really helping out insane amounts. That's why I'm kind of doing these plays to make that happen. Alright, Helly, do your thing. Pop this Reaper farm a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let's move the sniper here now. Hopefully the Reaper farm gets attacked. Yes. Jungle Jump on you. I think we got it figured out. Now I just want to defend the boss. Let's get Sun Avatar up. Blue Strike. We're going to use Blue Strike on whenever I hit the skull, basically. That's my plan with the timing. I'm hoping this is enough damage. There's a chance it's not enough damage, which would be really bad. I think it is. Blue Strikes. The Sun Avatar is doing a lot more damage than the Sun Temple, which is also the kind of crazy part about this. Sun Avatar's damage is just insane from Moab,
Maybe I should
and the
do
Blue
it.
Strike as well.
This thing.
Obviously, I didn't really get any sacrifices in the Sun Temple, so that plays a big role into it, but still. It's just an interesting observation, I gotta say. Okay, wait a second. Don't lose the Regal Farm. I had to move the Sun Avatar. I think we're good, though. This skull could be the dangerous one, because it's gonna escape the range of my Sun Temple in a second here, isn't it?
Only the true sovereign, chosen by the gods, shall gain access to the moon.
I do not care about that ad.
Your story starts here. Recruit humble knights with noble goals.
Maybe not. Let's see. Blue Strike? Am I good? We're good. Okay. That was the one I was most worried about. This final skull should be easy. Blue Strike once again. Now. And we did it.
Okay, I was wondering if I had no clip turned on or off.
Last Blue Strike for the center. And our skull with the Helly. That worked out really well. That's how it played. Okay, so what's the next plan? I want to get the second Sun Temple, believe it or not. Alright, I almost have enough for the second Sun Temple now. I spammed some villages at the top. And the reason behind those is I want 7.5k of support sacrifice into the second Sun Temple. I don't actually want to sacrifice this Monkeypolis still. And I also don't want to sacrifice these, so I'm going to wait to get the second Sun Temple until I move these out of their range. We're getting some primary sac probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Just to help the Sun Temple's damage a little bit. 70, we should go get the Sun Temple now. I'm going to place it up here. Come on. Wait, this can't sacrifice this one though. Does that sacrifice it? It doesn't. Okay, perfect. And I just made a bunch of income at the end of that round. That was fantastic. Now, unfortunately, this village no longer reaches them, so might as well get the village back up, range buff it. Now it reaches both. And we'll rebuild the triple discount. They call me the Mr. Discounter. Now think about the Sun Temple. Why did they go for 7.5k of support sacrifice? That doesn't really make much sense. The reason behind it is that 7.5k of support sacrifice gives you a 20% discount with the temple, and that stacks with the 20% discount I got from my 25,000 support sacrifice. Just to prove that
Show
I'm
him
not
this
here, look
for
at
now.
this. That's the village in the range of only this temple. Roadblock costs 240, and if I put in the range
And
of
I'm
gold,
just gonna
it costs
just
210.
enough
So the stacks with discounts is something I'm going to heavily utilize in today's run. This is just the start of it, guys. So with all that being said, right now you're probably saying, okay, Ryan, discount this, discount that, Sun Temple this, what's your next plan? And my next plan is simple. We are going to get up another Sun Avatar for a third temple, which this third temple was actually really cheap. Remember, the first one was 120k, the second one I think was 96k, and this third one's only 84k. Alright, I spammed some villages around this guy just to get the sacrifices correct. We want 50,000 of support sacrifice on the third temple, but I'm also going to do some other sacrifices into it. I think we'll do 50,000 of magic to get the mini Sun Avatars in here, and I'll do 4,000 of primary. So I've got about 800 in a crossbow right now. That should be about 4,000. Okay. Let's play this round out and buy that temple once I can afford it. Sun Temple, perfect. And the other thing I should do is get that Monkey City back up before this round ends. Ideally, so I can make the extra income on all of these guys. We'll see if that happens or not. Please come, Monkey Town, Monkey City. No, we didn't get it in time. That's fine. Monkey City now. Alright. This has been very complicated, but it's gonna work out, trust me, guys. And for this tier 3 defense, here's what I'm gonna do. First off, even though I have 3 Sun Temples, I don't think this is enough defense with the cripple Moa. So I'm gonna add probably 2 or 3 Sun Avatars in here, I think. And I'll also get some blue strikes as well. Let's run it though. 2.5 million HP. We've got this. The magic sacrifice should help us out quite a bit. These mini Sun Avatars are really strong. That was part of the reason why we did that magic sacrifice. Some blue strike in here. Nice. And then Sun Avatar number 1 can get forward now. We actually make an insane amount of interrupt damage for 3 something. So that can help fund our defense quite a bit. I'm going to save this blue strike ability for the skull, I think. It should be in this second. There we go, blue strike. Am I good? Yes, well, I must have been really close to popping that time. I felt like that soul was out there for a while. We'll get second blue strike. So I can cycle both of them. And it's gonna third Sun Avatar here. I'm gonna move 1 to your space. That's fine. Just like that. Perfect. Let's get jump jumps on you. I should have had jump jumps so we can kill, that's fine. And then anything else that can purchase me. Embrittlement. Alright. That's the setup. Candace defense. Strike. Perfect. Now the thing is I need to spend more money in the primary category because to match this I want 50,000 of support sacrifice, which I currently don't have down in these moments. So I could probably get up like a beer up or something to complete that support sacrifice requirement. That's what I'm thinking. We'll do that. Let's move the Sun Avatar here. And I fit a beer up in the range. Oh, I gotta move this Sun Avatar too. That's fine. We can do it in a second. Do I even have enough damage though? Look at this. We're only halfway down. The boss is probably about halfway through the map. We might have enough damage. Move this down here as well. Blue strike again. Let's get our BRF up that I was talking about in this location. Perfect. That's gonna help my income a little bit. Okay, 2 souls remaining. Blue strike this. 1 soul remaining. I think we have the damage here. I probably have to move around these Sun Avatars a little bit though. It's gonna be after the last soul that could be like the time we just finish the boss's HP on. Come on.
One of the first things I remember is making a wish at Disney World.
Pop it, yes. 300,000 HP, I think we've got this. 230,000, 200k. Let's move you up here. Come on. 100k, blue strike. Bring unpoppable pricing. Normally it's $600. So I do have that 30% discount with my 2 temples at previously, which is really good. But I don't want to sacrifice all my defense, so it's actually going to be good for me to like move some of these things outside the range before I get the
I am going to be just a master at the wave after this. I'm going to be so good at the wave.
Make sure to move the cripple outside the range as well. I don't want to sacrifice the cripple. Round 99. I don't have enough cash. Alright, what I'll do then is just build the True Sun God mid defend. It's going to be a little bit sketchy, but there's not really a better way I can play this. It looks like the go to defense really quickly after this. Let's get up in a second here. Now. And then I'm going to get up and right away. Perfect. Do not be quick to go to defense. I'll go discount village number 1. Discount village number 2. Discount village number 3. There we go. Jungle drums on you. Let's get up another Sun Avatar right here. Look how cheap the Sun Avatars are, by the way. Only 5.5. It's because of a 10% Sun Temple discount, 40% True Sun God discount, and then 25% on the villages as well. So that's just great. I absolutely love it. Another Sun Avatar here. And I think we'll save Pursuit Little next, which will go right around here. Now, it was intentional that I sacrificed my temple with a 20% discount because the 20% Sun Temple discount doesn't stack with the True Sun God 40% discount. It's only the 10% Sun Temple discount that stacks with it. So, to discount everything perfectly, this is how I have to play it out, pretty much. Alright. Super Riddle. Riddle, I'm hoping I can take care of the skull. It's pretty important. Another Sun Avatar right here. I'm saving the Goose Strike for the skull. I should be able to take care of it with the amount of defense I have. No way. I refuse to complete that. As funny as it is, I think the way I got to deal with this boss because the first
pretty good at
source
that.
that keeps killing me is by selling
I can do
45 dark
pretty
ones.
crazy at
Heals the
that.
boss a little bit. And that way, we
This
can
is-
the skull later once I have
That's
40.
actually pretty
Okay,
much
certainly
normal
this is
speed.
I feel
Double
like I got a
speed.
really good defensive setup this time around. A bunch of Sun Avatars attacking, Super Riddle and Riddlement, Blue Strike of these skulls.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's double speed.
Once I can afford it. Blue Strike,
1 speed.
please. Yes. Oh my god.
Easy spam I can do.
I'm so happy. Okay. I'm also going to get myself
Half
a Chinook
speed.
out of
Now I
obviously.
can do
2
crazy
Chinook Sun Avatars and Chinook of these Super Riddle. Both are important. Okay, that was full
Oh,
hit.
it's super
Blue Strike.
slow and it allows you to do crazy spam.
We've got 5 skulls remaining still, so as far as the skulls are concerned, we're pretty far away. I also did place the door. I kind of forgot to place the door earlier, which was a big problem. Hopefully we can still hit level 20 door.
You know
It's on
what?
for tier
Let's
5.
just
That's
try
really the only tier
to get this
that I
coin.
like need the door for, basically. Another one right here. Full of light. We can move Super Riddle in a second.
They're playing Circles in Circles 9 and
Move Super
Deadlock
Riddle into this location.
and the harder main levels. If you
Let's go, Sun Avatars. We got this. Blue Strike again. I think I'm going to sacrifice something. Just this. Help me out a little bit. I don't think I have the damage. I really don't. There's no way, dude. There's no way. I'm going to have to redo this tier. We're close, too, is the annoying part. We're very close. Dang. Alright, attempt number like 6 on this tier. I've just been utilizing more Adora abilities. One, it's going to help me level up Adora faster because I probably need to level like 10, 20 at a time. And also, it is helping my defense by increasing the range and like damage of some of my Sun Avatars for this defense. Let's sacrifice this village down here.
no,
Blue Strike. That's
I am not doing that coin anymore.
What level's Adora? 13. Okay,
Ten
we still haven't
issues.
leveled up Adora that much, in all honesty.
I'm Danielle Sexton, Opsco 7 resident, and today I'm cooking the mood fries. It required so much focus, so much control. Nothing like the pride of a perfect cinnamon roll. And don't you dare eat this with a fork and knife.
I do not
Now we should
care
finish
about
off
that ad.
700k
Like
HP.
literally, I'm
Please,
playing GD and I'm trying to get some more coins on these levels.
200, 100. Let's go. Oh man, that was rough. But we did it. We did it. You know what I'm saying? And Now we only have tier 5 remaining, which level 20 Adora is going to be a massive help for that tier, and obviously I'm going to go with more Sun Avatars as well. I just realized my current score is already 1.3 million. Sun Avatars are definitely not the best strategy for these patches this week. I think Ninja spam is what most people use, but I felt like Sun Avatars are a little bit more fun, so I don't know. That's why I decided on Sun Avatars. Alright, it's time for the tier 5
Is
boss
this?
so I think we'll sacrifice his Monkey Towns.
Wow, this is so.
4K sacrifice to
It's
get
so
the best
slow.
Dwarf thing going on. But also,
If you
we're
don't
still
believe
about
me,
16.
then
Oh, I've got an idea of how I can level the door enough and still not spend a bunch of money. Here's my idea. First of all, I'm going to finish my defensive setup before we start. I also just realized my super riddle's in a terrible
Fluttering
location. That
face.
doesn't compare very well. I'll be honest. That is an issue. Okay. Well, either way, here's my plan. I'm going to sacrifice this top sun temple. It's already done its job discounting wise. I'll sacrifice that, which should give me level 20 Adora. Yes, it does. And then, do I move the Supro or Adora first? I probably move the Supro first. It's a big problem. That's a huge issue. Our damage definitely isn't going to be very good until I have Super Riddle in the mix. I think the main threat is when we hit the skulls, the Lich Soul is still going to be a problem. Okay, wait a second. The ability wore off, so we need to sacrifice something. Yep, there we go. And there's the first skull. Okay. Can we defend the skull? Can we defend the soul? Please. Please. No way.
I forgot where the third coin
There's no
is.
way. I refuse to believe I don't defend that soul. I guess I just need more Sun Avatars. I don't know what to say. Wait a second. Sacrifice? Blue strike? Pop,
Easy orb
pop,
timing.
pop, please. Yes! Okay. Second attempt we did. Second attempt we did. And Dialect Soul. You have a clip over 1.5 million spent, which, again, isn't a fantastic score. I still think this is decent because of the leaderboard, though. Blue strike?
This is really
Please pop it.
how slow it is at 1x speed.
I was scared there. We did it. I don't actually know the timing when you have to reset blood sacrifice because it has more than 100% time. It's not like when the ability comes off cooldown. Comes back off cooldown immediately. It's some different timing. I guess we'll do Super Riddle here. I don't think there's enough Riddlement on the boss right now. There's only Super Riddle, so let's just reload the Riddlement, I guess. Right here. There we go. Oh, this is going to be a difficult skull to get through. Or Lich Soul, because it's going to be outside the range of a lot of my Sun Avatars. Okay, sacrifice. Even though Sun Avatars have insane range, it's still going to be outside the range of some. Blue strike?
Okay, so
We still defended it. Okay. It's interesting that the blood
I
sacrifice
think
is
one.
huge. It's one of the
I think
buffs that
normal
actually doesn't
speed
heal,
is
which is kind of weird.
ultra slow.
Normally, like permanent buffs, like Jungle Drums, for example, or Temple buff.
I mean,
Blood
like
sacrifice
literally.
obviously isn't permanent.
I
Okay,
guess my, beating Deadlock.
Just down here is a fine spot.
Deadlock really got me used to
Honestly,
going
probably should beat up even more Sun
like
Avatars.
2,
I still think
3,
we're where we
4,
need to be for the damage.
2 and 3
We're just
speed
not reaching like
normally.
half, which isn't good pacing. Blue strike? Please pop the soul in time. Please.
Yeah, if somebody,
Yes. Okay.
it's kind of clear if they don't run one-time speed if they
I'm
you're
gonna get down to
surprised.
maybe 2 souls remaining.
It's kind of crazy that I
That is ridiculous.
also I once the
How do I still not have
yeah
enough damage?
once easily thought that like levels like these ones were actually bugging just easy levels. I don't know that part. But that is an easy way. You see what I mean by if you like this part, then you like pain and suffering. Oh yeah, perfect speed portal. Yeah, so that I actually can start going normal speed. I'm still going a bit going faster, but still not like that I can do it at my maximum.
It's so risky. trap card is the Holman defense, guys.
Like I'd say, like my maximum like speed I can go without.
But it is possible to use Homeland defense and like dodge the heals with it. It's just really hard to time it correctly. Alright, try Homeland. See if this does anything. The boss is probably gonna
You know
heal
what?
though. Yeah, it healed at 3112, okay.
Sure,
Which
let's
means
just turn
if
it
I use
off.
Homeland after 3112, I might be able to dodge the heal cycle. Use it now. It's definitely too late to get Homeland up though, is the only thing. Like, I need to get up earlier if I'm gonna utilize Homeland. It's gonna heal right now.
Okay.
It heals every 12
So,
seconds. Well, at least I tried. So then I ended up redoing this entire tier with Homeland defense and Coda Arms added. I was commentating this because it took so many tips, lots of backing out, coming back in, pausing, all that stuff. And I also wanted to touch on something Osa been getting a lot of questions about, and that is the boss tournament. Where is my video on boss tournament? Why was I not listed in the qualifiers? Well, basically, what happened is pretty unfortunate, but I missed the qualification window. Like, I didn't submit a run in time. I am in the process of moving right now. I just bought a condo, so it's a very big life event for me, and it's obviously a ton of work. So I've been extremely busy with that, and I've also been extremely busy working on a huge video that should be releasing soon. So those two things combined are part of the reason why my uploads have slowed lately, and that's pretty much why I lost track of time and didn't submit a run in time. And I talked to the tournament organizers about it. Pretty much, there's nothing they can do. They're not going to make an exception, which I respect. They shouldn't make an exception for me, but it is very unfortunate. So I guess I'll ask you guys, with that being said, should I still participate in the challenge?
This looks like the half-speed portal to me.
I can still get the challenge rules for the boss challenges and create my own runs from them and see how I could have stacked up. That's one idea. But either way, as you can see here, with the Homeland defense and Coda Arms timing, we are ahead on damage. Only about 3 skulls remaining. Pretty close though. The Coda Arms and Homeland defense do help out, but not as much as you would expect, because you have to time them really well, and you don't actually get the full duration of the benefit too. The way it works is you time it near the end of the round, and then once the round ends, you back out and come back in, and your Homeland defense effect goes away. So basically, if I use Homeland defense 10 seconds before the round ends, and then round 131 hits, I back out, come back in, and I can dodge the heal with it. But I only get 10 seconds of Homeland defense out, not 20 seconds. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I'm kind of timing my abilities. We just did use the final skull, right? 6 million, 5 million HP remaining, and it looks like we are barely not going to do it in time. What is this Homeland defense? Last Homeland defense ability. Can I do it? 2 million, 1.65, and we healed the boss. And unfortunately, that was the closest I could get. I ended up running out of time to finish this boss event as well. I guess that's a commonality in this channel. We were literally 1.5 million HP away. My score would have been 1.7 million, which actually is still a decent score for the leaderboard. I think that would have landed me 7th place. So it is pretty unfortunate I couldn't add to my tally of top 50 boss badges this week. I was wondering the whole time, like, why my Sun Avatars weren't doing as much damage as I thought they should be, and I realized in the recent update they actually nerfed Adora and the Sun Avatar combination, so it's only 1.66 buff instead of 2x buff. So yeah, if I had that 2x buff still, it definitely would have been a lot easier. But either way, I still think this was a pretty interesting video, especially with all the discount stacking, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you did. I'm back out. Peace, guys.
This will go down.
You are AT&T or T-Mobile Tel for another deal.
Oh my. This thing is definitely easier than Deadlock. Deadlock was literally made to be like a medium demon. This thing was made to be easy.
So we've got to hurry up. So looking at the challenge rules, the boss has 105% health and 110% speed. It looks like no monkeys are banned. We're on the map Scrapyard, and we're aiming for at least tiers. With the top scores in the leaderboard looking to be about 31, 32 right now, we'll probably aim for 32. Alright, here we go, guys. I'm going to start with my man Geraldo right about here.
Jump.
And the plan is pretty simple. Save up for that NFT as early as possible. Now, the thing with this event is I don't think getting 32 tiers is going to be that difficult. I already know the strat we're going to do, and that is Engineer Paragon, Master Builder. The difficult part is going to be limiting the time spent, time penalties, and defending the boss quickly. Because when you tie on the leaderboard with someone at 32 tiers, the distinguishing factor 2 spins more time to get there.
Okay,
So
good.
the first thing I'd like to do to help accomplish that is pop these rounds somewhat quickly. So we're gonna
So
target
it's
Geronimo a little
orb,
bit to
down,
avoid
jump.
time penalties.
Oh my.
Okay, we got a time
Orb.
penalty this round, but I probably can't avoid that.
Ugh.
Just minimizing it is the biggest thing. And then I'm hoping round 6 I can now afford that NFT. We'll see. Oh, dude, more balloons are getting through. No! Alright, what I'm going to do then is actually restart it, and I'm going to utilize one shooting turret in the early game. This way we avoid a time penalty, and I can just sell a shooting turret later to get the NFT out.
Oh,
And the shooting
okay.
turret sells for 188, which means I will need about 1,080 to afford. It's best I delay as much as possible, though. So I'm going to try to do that. Wait till the green stop coming out. Sell, place. There we go. That was pretty good. And now round
The
9,
biggest reason why I don't like
I'm
this
really
level.
I kind of want to save for the engineer next because that's going to be my actual defense, but this round is going to kick my butt with time penalties in it. I think that's fine in all honesty. Just take it. It hurts to see that time penalty, but I would have to sacrifice too much green to probably avoid the entire penalty. So I think this is the best.
So it's jump. Oh!
Do it. I don't know though.
One jump. Don't jump. Okay, good.
Go towards the balloon trap as early as possible. The interesting part about this is I actually won't be going for a single banana farm in this run, which sounds crazy,
Orb.
but the balloon trap and triple XL
Orb.
trap will make enough income for us. With a
Orb.
village, we'll be going
Jump.
for a monkey city to help us out. And I'm hoping we can afford that trap in time for the lead balloons around 28.
Because it starts up, my brain breaks, and
I don't know how the money works out though. We'll see. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, I am getting the middle cross path on my balloon trap. I think it's
Yeah.
pretty necessary since I'm going to be relying on balloon trap income.
This is.
For this run. Being able
If
to
you
target
couldn't
it,
see
especially against phase,
why I don't like that part
So,
hard,
yeah, we
and
did spend a tier on
if you
that,
can't
but I'm
still
still
see
shooting
why I
32
don't like that
score,
part,
even with spending that tier. And it's looking like I can afford the balloon trap in time, hopefully.
Skip ahead. Yes.
Perfect. And then for round 2011, this is how the trap targeted right here. I'll replace it. And now we just let the trap eat everything. Pretty simple stuff. And I'm going to wait for this NFT to increase enough in value to the point at which I can sell it for a monkey city to buff my income. Which will place our monkey city right
Yeah, I
on
think
here.
I'm good at the robot, good enough to beat this thing, this robot part, since it's obviously easier than Deadlocks. But I'm pretty sure this has more robot in it.
There we go. Replace the trap. Sell this. Upgrade city. Let us reach. And then there's also camel boots in the next round, so might as well use the camel. And that's a solid start, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we like to see. And now my next plan is actually rebuild the NFT and
Okay.
farm it a little bit more.
That memory part is gonna be bad for me. Oh hey, I beat that thing pretty fast. You just have to train your brain to not just break.
Balloons are actually starting to become a little bit of a problem. I think I'm finding it, sees. Target shop again. Oh wait. No. Right here. Get it up. My trap targeting could have definitely been better there. It's fine though. We missed on a little bit of income. And then here's the plan for the tier 1 effect. Once I can afford it, I'm going to sell my workers to actually figure the triple XL trap. And then we'll farm enough with the triple XL trap to get an MAD on our side, which will pop the boss. Alright, this sells for 20k currently. I'm actually pretty close now. 6k, give or take. Oh wait, the boss is starting to do that. Okay. I definitely could do better. I forgot that phase be doing that, so I gotta be careful.
I have someone else who plays Geometry Dash. They're pretty close to being Quickstep. I think we're about like the same skill level for now. Once I beat 9 circles, that's gonna be a pretty good win for me. And it would also increase my wave skills by a lot. To the point where, like, I'm doing quad speed, mini wave, frame perfects, like it's nothing.
Which I need to go fit an engineer and my Dartling on top of this box because this is where I'm gonna have my engineer paired on later. Dartling here is fitted. Side. There it is.
On mobile.
Oh wait, I am done except blue.
Yeah, I'm on mobile.
Actually, I think I take that. Yep.
I am just crazy.
Get Hydro Pods here in a second. Let's reset the shot. HRP. Perfect. That can defend the candle as I hit through now.
It's bloodbath after 9 circles, people. Eventually, I'll be able to do the wave part pretty consistently. But so far, it's just... Yeah, I'm not even close to consistent at it. The wave part in 9 circles yet, since I'm not even made it past into the ball part. If I do a practice run, I'm finishing it unless the level is like top 1 thing, like demon list difficulty. Like current demon list difficulty type. Or it's like extreme. If it's an extreme, I won't do it.
I don't think I have time. I definitely don't have time. I'm dead on this final score, aren't I?
Memory part.
That's annoying.
Remember what I done in practice mode?
Alright, this is the run. 3rd time's the charm. I was able to target my trap
Yeah.
this time.
Okay, yep, the practice.
Is able to actually let me take down 1 skull early, which is really good.
Max brightness.
Perfect. Mad ability.
I finally... Oh yeah, I had a bigger reaction to beating Deadlock than this guy did to beating Thinking Space 2, TS2. Thinking Space 2. Like Ahem, like I am supposed to believe that he did not have. That's just crazy. Okay. Should this thing go to an insane or...
Where I was last time. Pace-wise. This is really good. Then I'm gonna reset down here. Perfect. I already have the physical target down here as well.
Honestly, like,
a couple creepy idols
maybe
here. And a glue.
Thinking Space 2.
I don't think I'll need it because look at the pace. We already did last one.
1% is a bit tough, but not super insanely tough.
Let's go. Actually, a clean fit that time around. I was happy. 10:34 is my current time. And now the plan's pretty simple. We see them for an Ultra Boost next. The overall plan is to defend the first 3 tiers, but not, which I think you can...
Brain! Oh my brain is like, jump. And I just be like, my brain, why is my brain just be like spamming jump on that one click?
Now, I might have made a mistake getting overclock first because I could have replaced my frequency action figure before I overclock back, which is probably the better order because now I'm going to spend more money on that frequency action figure, but it's fine. It's not like super tier.
Oh yeah,
overclock back should be the tier from this tier, I'd imagine. I
okay.
don't think we'll have any issues here. It's 51k for that frequency action figure. Dang, that's expensive. I could have gotten it much cheaper if I did stuff correct. Let's target this down here. Perfect. Target this down here as well. Let's use... Oh, I used my ability by accident. I actually don't want to steal my blue trap and tunnel some thing. So I'm trying to target them out away from the ceramics. Try it again. Yeah, I need to place like there's no radar yet going on. Okay. Now we can use that ability. Second wave is passed. Alright, turn away. The third wave. There you go.
Yes.
That's how you do it,
The
ladies and
best.
gentlemen. Much cleaner the second time around. I still don't have enough to deliver Quincy action figure, unfortunately. We got this, we got this. It's going down. And phase is gone. Okay. Let's reset the trap to the bottom. I'm spending so much more on this Rare Quincy action figure than I should have. But I still need to get it down just to help me farm wise. That's unfortunate. Okay. Let's see what Ultra Boost next. Which is looking like I'll afford Ultra Boost on round 75. That is quite late. I think I'll hopefully have time to get 10 stacks on my mat before the tier 3 defense starts. We'll see. Okay, get it up. I might need to. I'm probably gonna try to stall these rounds a little bit. Oh, but did I get time penalty? It's like, yeah. I don't know then. I think because my farming is so far behind where it should be, like I've made a lot of mistakes with farming, as previously stated, I'm gonna kind of give up on getting a fast time and just aim for the 42 tiers. Because that's gonna help me out a lot with the Ultra Boost stacks and stuff. So yeah, we're sure that these BMPs travel the entire map length. Get more Ultra Boost stacks in here. Alright, so I now have 10 stacks in the map. Next thing I'm gonna do is actually Ultra Boost the village maybe once, because the village wasn't reaching.
I get why Zoink was practicing this thing, this memory part, the memory part. It's honestly pretty tough.
Let's leave it as an unupgraded engineer that will produce this round. That way I can actually eat the BFB with my trap and stall the round out more. Alright, there we go. Like that. How many stacks is that? That's 3 on this one, 6 on my triple XL, 10 on the bag. Now it's time for the tier 3 event, which is actually going to be pretty difficult to defend. I think in preparation, I'll probably place a couple nail mines in the back. Take the cable potion of this as well. And I'll put Jerry Fire in both of these. This one too for the Century Champion. And now it's time to rumble.
Now I'm actually going a good easy speed.
Ultra Boost, not ability. Obviously, a ton of the missiles are missing. No pun intended. Also, stolen the rounds is probably to my benefit here because I'm going to lose a lot of traffic while phase is out. So, we don't want to like pop that last BHP ideally. Which is weird because let me now have time to actually pop the boss if I try to stall this BHP. I'm not sure.
So.
That's good. Phase is teleporting the BFBs, but it looks like we can grab the BFBs while they're teleporting. Can I actually target? Yeah, I can target my triple XL trap like off the screen too, which is nice for that. Another mad ability. Wait, let's target triple XL trap down here. Don't pop these BFBs yet. Target up here. Alright, we're good, we're good. One more trap. Perfect. Keep the trap target down here now.
Man, speed portals weren't a thing here, because then I would just be like, yay.
Dartly micro, trap micro, mad abilities, you know the vibes.
Pretty easy going.
That mad ability did a ton of damage, that's good. We're about to hit the second skull here. Come on. There it is. Target the mad. We can keep the triple XL trap target over here because that's the
oh my, I was spinning. If you could hear my clicks here, it would be like, how did it not do that?
So that's the thing.
Nope, not going for that coin.
So it's like difficult to pick your poison, you know? This appears to be working fine though, I'd like to say. We're nearing that third skull, which is nice. Mad ability here. That was kind of an ineffective mad ability. I don't know if that worked. It's fine. Target this, target that. Am I good? I'm gonna go to ceramics, nice. Still are about halfway down on the HP, but we only have 2 jumps remaining, 2 skulls remaining, which is the good part. I think we can probably do it. Let's use mad ability here. We're almost hitting this next skull now, which is good. Perfect. I I don't want to pop these BFBs with my Mad. I want that income to go to my trap. Alright, there we go. Perfect. I do have Rejuvenation Potions back now. Let's use it. Gerardo just hit level 20 as well. Should I use the rest of the Rejuvenation Potions? I will. Actually, I'm gonna wait for the Mad ability to come back. Also, I'm not dead there. Mine's in the back. We're chilling. Mad ability now. Okay, so I kind of hit the BFB with the Mad ability, but that's fine. Let's Rejuve. Mad ability again. Alright. Let's Rejuvenate again, and I can Ultra Boost this guy, and use my last Mad ability. Okay, the CMG's coming. I target Mad ability
Easy.
right now.
Theory of your.
Let's get some creepy idols in here. Maybe a clue. We're fine, we're fine. Triple XL trap here thing. Target here. I'm chilling. No, I'm not. Oh, dude, this is frustrating. I feel like I'm trying to maximize trap income too much to the point at which I'm, like, hurting my defense a lot. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we got this. We got this time around. Spam and spikes. Okay, creepy idols back here. I can use Jerry's fires as well. Why not? We're on round 93, so it's DTs this round. Gotta be prepared for those. Maybe reset the trap. Here's the DTs. Eat them. Mad ability here. We've almost defended it. Come on, we got this. Not dead, not dead. Okay. I need to kill FaZe before it teleports again. Oh, I need to target the trap there. I'm dead. Ah, this is so frustrating. And I'm out of monkey money to the point I gotta recharge Mania. Man! FaZe is the most annoying boss. Am I dead there? Not somehow. Let's use a blue trap or two back here. Maybe a clue or two. Some creepy idols. Okay, we're good. We survived that. Oh, one ceramic blade just took out both my blade traps. Nicely done blade traps. Alright. FaZe should finally be moving down here. Thank you. That took too long.
We're AT&T or T-Mobile bill for a better deal. Really? Into a Slim Jim.
That was actually very difficult. I set some Paragon totems down. Well, like, can I even afford to place Paragon totems at this point? I could technically sell these later. We're aiming for a degree 48 engineer Paragon, by the way. That's what we aim for tier 5. Okay, rare coins action figure sells for 166k, which is actually pretty decent, so you gotta keep that in mind too. Alright, so I need 650,000 for this Master Builder, and the Mad, this sells for about 70k. I can sell this as well for another 180, and I can make income during these rounds too, so yeah. I'm gonna first attempt it with placing 2 more Paragon totems. So let's start this thing off. Probably not gonna have the Mad target the boss really at all here, but I also do wanna, I actually wanna anti-stall the rounds this time around. Last time I was stalling the rounds, this time I want the rounds to end quickly, to make more trap income. Okay, we're up to round 104 now. I'm gonna keep the trap targeted right here. Look at all these balloons, bro. That is a lot. And there's so many just running through too. Gamma potion on you. Let's get pickles. I'm so dead here, I think. Maybe blue here. Yeah, the triple XL trap just can't keep up right now. Holy cow. I'm so dead. Am I? Wait a Might be okay. I'm fine. Round 105, that is a lot of balloons. That's use you.
I just saw
That's still
that.
a lot of balloons. And we are ahead.
For
This
me,
is so frustrating. I've got to buy more
for
monkey
me,
legs.
there
Using
where
code
it's like,
Mahalik pops the
oh,
force. Alright, on the
like
second
really
attempt here, I'm
deep,
actually going to keep my map kind of
deep
target on
voice,
phase.
I
One
personally
thing
hear
really
like
heal.
cheer
Good thing you can get away from this first
for no
shield so
reason.
quickly. Makes me travel
Yeah.
slower, but also just in round quicker too. So, that's what we'll do.
Hit up,
Okay, we hit
down.
the first shield, it's great. The map did its job. Ultra boost and triplet still trap now. Let's use Crusher. Let's go with a blue. Okay, let's go with a blade trap actually. That's what I should have done. How much does it sell for? 200k? I'm still like 100k off. We're selling maybe 80k off right now. I think we'll get enough income in time though, I'm hoping. Alright, round 107. Target. Yes. Just like that. All these ZMGs. Perfect. Around 108. Look at these ZMGs just flying in. That's kind of crazy to look at. Over here. Yeah, I want to eat all
What?
these.
What?
Actually, I'm going to target that away because I don't want to hit the next school yet. Yes, triplet shell trap to your thing. That was good, that was good. What if I got it right now? Do I have enough money?
Oh my.
Ooh, I'm close, dude. I'm close. No. Oh my gosh, look at the teleporting. Target trap here. Come on. Come on, triplet cell, do your thing. Mad ability. Don't die. I think I'll get the thing of aftershock includes. That's my plan. Target triplet cell here. And just hit the school, that's decent. That's fine. I need to beat this round though. Alright. Sell. Do I have enough money for another pair on top? I do. Get you up. I think I'm dead. No, I'm not. 47. Wait. That is much higher than I need. I only need 40. But I might have gotten it too late. This is already kind of far from the map, is the only concern. Like, do I have time to actually pop the boss? First sentry here. Perfect. That might not be a good location for it. That's fine. It's fine. I need to place these sentries ahead of... Like, I'm making so many mistakes here, guys. You have to target the sentries, settle them to explode at a time, place them in front of phase, use draw items. Like, there's 10 different things I need to keep in mind at once.
Go to the website you love.
That part's
For your words, create your brand.
brain.
Opportunity.
Actually,
I'm losing control here. Place this up here. Let's sell you. I can keep this one around for now because it's a laser sentry. Right?
I kind of wish I had the practice
Place this one down
like
here.
sync thing. I'm pretty sure it's the blue one.
I found out to sell this blue one in a second. Actually, no, I'm going to be able to replace it. Perfect. Come on. Explode. I mean, I have one more skull remaining. Maybe I can do it. Explode this one. Nice. Explosions do a ton. Let's go with some creepy idols back here. Some glues. Explode.
Scratch. Dot.
It's gonna exit the range of this red sentry. Dang it! I refuse to give up.
Okay, so I thought it was
I actually gotta retry.
the 40k one. I
I actually have to retry
don't
100.
really know which one it is since there's two of them. And yeah.
Now, yes,
But yeah, I
damage.
honestly know that.
Down here.
I think that's
We'll sell
2k
this one.
diamond
A little bit.
something.
Now.
Oh my.
That was good. I think we're on pace. Let's get the genie in here. Replace blue sentry. That's one hit. I can't sell both sentries off yet, though, because I'll die. Sell that. We're good. Blue. Man, that was stressful. We did it, though. Left-hand side, and I prepped them in order to, like, when I get the explosions. So That's 2. This one has a lot more HP than tier 4, but obviously we have the full map placement to work with here, which is great. First skull goes down. Perfect. That was pretty good. Oh, that's out of the range though. I just missed a Sentry Explosion. Hopefully that doesn't cost me too much.
If I spam an infinite amounts per second and I can't, and it doesn't.
It's so hard to get these in the correct spots every time. Yeah, look at the damage, how slow it is. Now replace that. Bring purple to the left, to the right. Okay, turns out it was a mistake placing my purple sentry all the way on our right so early because phase still hasn't jumped forward. So, yeah. That was kind of dumb for me. We don't want to predict the rest. Quickly, when the sentry leaves us, we still have to do we might still. Place down there. Replace the blue sentry down here. Yeah, that should be pretty useful with the explosion. Let's get some creepy art here. Last skull, my engineer paragon will be attacking, so that's going to be helpful. That's the one silver line for us. Sentry. Okay. Come on. Let's pop this thing down. I gotta wait to replace the purple sentry. I don't think it's in range yet. Replace now. That didn't even reach, did it? Genie down here. I think I'm dead. I honestly gotta retry this tier, I'm pretty sure. There's no way.
Cube with double jump.
With how far base already is. Yeah,
Oh my.
Past my Paragon too. Alright, I'm definitely much farther ahead on the damage this time. I've been utilizing the box placements for the sentries a lot more, and those spots are just much better, I'll be honest.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, we're gonna place all 3 on this box here.
I do not like ads. Like, that was just such a mobile game ad on a computer.
More spikes in the back. I mean, you can see just the difference better micro pigs here because, like, last time I was not near this piece. This is probably still not like the best piece of all time, but much cleaner. And I did some other red sentry. Let's go. 32 tiers, we can do it. This has been quite the ride, but I'm happy. We are I'll take it. We got our one in, and that's all that matters. Might as well explode these UPs. GG. Where does that put me on the leaderboard? It looks like I'm 7.
Up top.
Okay, I'm not even
You know. 7 mil or fix your game. game equal fix or give me 7 mil.
This is a fake ISOP because ISOP does not have an elite boss in the first place. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe on the board, and like out. These guys have a good one. Where's the century? Okay. Don't die on me. Don't die on me. No, why are you teleporting stuff in the exit, bro? Why?
Yeah, no kidding. Freeze.
Got to tell your people.
Freeze.
Switch to visible unlimited data. $25.
$25 trillion per millennium. Like, huh? So it's $2 billion a second. Like,
Ladies
what?
and gentlemen, we have the first boss event of update 51, and that is Phase. On the brand new map Fremont Ground, with basically no rules attached to it besides removal costs for vacancy. Now I wanted to use this boss event as a chance to showcase the new Bomb Paragon, but you're probably thinking, right, you're against Phase, and the Bomb Paragon can't see camo balloons. Are you crazy? But that's exactly where you're wrong, guys. They have buffed the Bomb Paragon. This guy can now see camo, and with the ISOD missile dealing a ton of damage, while having a short which is good because this week is indeed time. So let's see how the Bomb Paragon performs. Alright, here we go. I'm going to start with my 3-dart rookie of freaking course and the Northern Manager roll down round 1. Now that was actually an interesting thing. I forgot about that when I was checking out the rolls. There is a maximum limit of 30. So there's not really any advance.
Harder than cycle going timing. If you know, you know. I would argue one of the best players in the game actually died to that timing. That timing is harder than Cycle's coin timing. Yeah, the impossible gap timing. One. And yeah, base after base.
Let's read this round because I do have enough for my banana farm if we sell Drolo. And I've got to think about my farm spot a little bit.
Like,
where do I want my Monkey I think Lover Monkey somewhere in this location. So then I'll get my farm right about here. And I'm hoping to start Monkey can solo round 11. I mean, this map's extraordinarily easy. Oh wait, I just realized I am not in ranked mode right now. Okay, that's an accident.
Down.
I'm gonna say right around here. I don't know if this is the best spot or not even or a bad spot, but it should be decent. I just want to hit the balloons pretty early on. Okay, thankfully we haven't taken these by cow damage, so we can just eat this green.
There we go.
Actually, like the time delay. It's not so dang long.
Oh, this keeps on going.
Normally you can leave that. That's actually pretty annoying. It's the first time I've had that problem occur. What's the cheapest camo detection then? Probably just upgrade the Start Monkey, right? That's $290 to get camo detection versus, yeah,
Oh, crazy.
$400 for a ninja. So right there is a disadvantage of the map being so easy, guys. As funny as that is. Let's do some math though.
Go over
If I sell
to
Start Monkey for
base after
218, so
base.
you for 2589. In total, we're looking at like 20.
So this is one of the easy main levels.
For the bank. Okay. One more banana. Alright, perfect. We should make a little bit of bank coming around from that. Okay, and I'm thinking after round 30 concludes,
And there's a free coin right here.
It's normally the best timing. Because after round 30, the interest on it gets smaller. So it's more effective to sell it and just spend that money on banana farming.
There's 3 easy coins in this level.
Sell value. On the flow, deposit. Okay, and I got a ninja on our side
If-
because we
if-
need this for the round 33
bro-
camo box. I'm hoping after this round concludes,
if you're
I
watching
have the
Zoink,
ability off cooldown though. If I don't,
take
then
this
we're not
as
gonna be
a
set up very well. Also,
as me
it should be
telling
pretty
you
much maxed. I'm not
that you can
entirely
just
sure if we'll
hold on
overflow
that
or
one
not.
point.
We'll see. And we
And
have a
how
max
did
value.
you
So
die
hold this
to
now, and I want
to
my
the
Elvis in this location. We should be able
to the
discount it a
easiest
ton.
level
Discount 1,
for free
2,
coin?
3, and now I'll get you down right here.
I mean, like, it's a
Town.
free
But
coin
I also
and it's a
utilize these discounts for while
free
I have
coin
them.
and
Because I can get a
easy
blue trap in
timing,
this
and you
location,
died.
or just an engineer that'll be built
Zoink,
into a blue trap
how
outside.
you
I'm trying to
die?
think if there's anything else we
How
utilize
you
these
die,
discounts
Zoink?
for.
Honestly,
Probably not. I
how
think
you
that's
die?
it.
How did you die?
We can sell the rest of
How
these.
how 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 how?
Upgrade with Galvis, upgrade with Moon Trap, and probably get a banana farm down with that. Alright, let's go. Perfect.
Jump,
Blue
jump, jump,
Trap.
jump.
Nice.
Bravado is designed.
Zoink died right there. You can just hold Zoink. If you somehow did not know that, and what? I literally knew that, and I'm worse than you, and I am good at this.
Just hit add to Chrome and install in seconds. Click the icon. Boost the volume.
To negative your mom.
Okay. And I think we wait a little bit to replace Geraldo because we don't need a camo potion to around 36. So we can place him at the end of round
I'm gonna blame the
35.
deaths on I've been practicing much harder levels than like ages.
Kind of out of the way of things. Just want to level it up, of course. And I think at this point we see if we're
Easy jumps.
and we don't have enough money for everyone yet.
Trip.
We should make that like 4.5. 4? Yes, I do. Please. Okay. Rubber gold this last group. Perfect. Alright, and then last but not least, with this farming setup, we want to get a couple of boats
9
of water.
circles.
We have to increase the range of the village to do this, which is fine. One right here. The purpose of these boats is basically to load them with favorite traits to increase sellback on all of our towers for the tier 1 defense, but also to give us an extra income at the end of round 2. Now, what's my plan for this tier 1 defense? Well, I think we're going to test out multiple things. And the first defense I'd like to test is the Golden Justice. I know it's really good at phase. The main thing I'm worried about, though, is these rocks belonging to line of sight. So let's find a good spot for it. But as far as pulling off abilities is concerned for Golden Justice, I think all we want to get is a forward clock ready. So that's the main thing I'm going to be worried about. Alright, got both the favorite trades now. We have the overclock off cooldown, or we get a time limit though. So yeah. No time limit. Perfect. Now part of the strategy actually relies upon me affording the 5th tier discount, so hopefully we can do that. Sell everything else off. As for location, that's the thing I'm not sure about. Like I want it in a spot where it's not going to get blocked line of sight too much. Maybe right around here. Let's try it.
I think that's it for now.
Okay, it's 39.9k.